has once again been socially exiled, and between his love for eating garbage, the strange enjoyment he gets from drinking lake water, I can't even speak, this is shocking. It's no surprise that he is the way that he is.
In a parallel universe, socks held secret meetings plotting their escapes from the dryer. One brave sock named Bob led a rebellion, convincing his fellow socks to roll out in pairs and seek freedom as they made their great escape. They encountered a group of mismatched mittens who offered to join the force. Together, they formed an unstoppable alliance, embarking on wild adventures, leaving humans baffled by their disappearing acts. And thus, the great sock mitten exodus began, leaving laundry rooms in chaos and feet bare.
In a bustling bakery, a donut named Doug dreamed of becoming a world-famous pastry. One day, he accidentally rolled into a box of sprinkles, emerging as the Sparkle Donut. Customers went wild for his shimmering charm, making him an overnight sensation, but Doug's newfound fame went to his filling, and he started demanding red carpet treatment, causing chaos in the bakery. In the end, Doug learned that true sweetness comes from staying humble, not just from sugary glaze.
The city of Oswego has just elected a dog as the new sheriff. The dog, named Bark Obama, said the following at his inauguration day. Ruff, ruff, woof, woof, grr, grr, ruff. Obama plans to impact the community by requiring that all citizens give him belly rubs whenever they see him, driving these citizens away from committing crimes. When asked what his mission would be as the Oswego sheriff, he said, ruff, ruff, bark, bark. Woof, woof. Oh my, here we go. Another Taylor Swift story. All of those Swifties out there are celebrating Taylor's announcement that she is officially declaring for the NFL draft. Yes, you heard that right. She will play in the NFL against her hubby-bubby baby, Travis Kelce. Ew. You know, I am really not a fan of all this media coverage that Taylor Swift is getting. I do not seem to understand her fan base. Like, what do they see in her?
I don't know. I don't know what they see in her either. Well, next up, we'll move over to history news, the segment where I share some news about things that happened around this day in history. Oh, excuse me. On this day in 1939, the Syracuse University Orange faced our hometown Oswego, Zeelman, in a basketball game at the Armory, currently YMCA here in Oswego. In a close 50-41 loss for the Lakers, the team showed promise and was described as showing why Oswego belonged in top-notch intercollegiate competition. One famous player on the Syracuse team, Wilnath Sadat Singh, who later became a member of the famous Tuskegee Airmen. Sadat Singh died 4 years after this game in a training accident over Lake Huron. 70 years later, in 2009, the Point here at Marano Campus Center experienced an attack of computer viruses, most likely done by students through flash drives. The computers were later cleared of the viruses. In world news, on this day, we'll stay in 2009, where the Oswegonian reported on the death of Natasha Richardson, a famous actress in her own right, as well as the husband of actor Liam Neeson of Star Wars and Taken fame, was killed in a skiing accident in Montreal. She was okay after the initial crash, yet developed a headache and died 2 days later. In 1854, on this day, the Republican Party in the United States was officially formed in Ripon, Wisconsin. This party was preceded by the Whig Party, to which 4 presidents were associated, including my favorite, William Henry Harrison, 4-month term baby, died 1841. Lastly, in connection with the eclipse April 8th, in 2015, a solar eclipse, equinox, and supermoon all occurred on the same day. Pretty cool.
Interesting.
We'll now throw it over to our good friend Caveman Mike, who is looking much more caveman-y this time around. Mike, how's the weather?
Little white balls fall from the sky. Big whoosh, whoosh, whoosh of air in Oswego. 32 degrees and cold. Not getting warm, stay cold for a long, long time. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous singer went on vacation with Boothang. She might be crazy. Lots of ex-boyfriends.
Hey.
On vacation, the beach, with Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift.
Yes. One more. 19 years ago,
History news.
snowy blizzard. Baby was born. Baby name? Go, guess.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it's me,
But you're from-
Caveman Mike.
But you're a caveman. How are you born 19 years ago?
Birthday Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you. When come back, 2 more segments. Don't go anywhere. Commercial. Caveman Mike, out.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that. Look at the bling. Look at the, do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Welcome back once again. Our next segment will be fan mail, and we've got a couple of submissions from our lovely viewers.
Our first piece of fan mail comes from one fan named Jack Baker. And Jack Baker wrote to us, "Hi everybody, my name's Jack. I was just wondering if you had heard the rumors that Xbox is coming to an end soon. Do you think this is true? And if so, what are your thoughts?"
As an Xbox fanboy, I've heard this news. It all stems from the fact that a lot of the Xbox exclusive IPs are being sold out to PlayStation and Nintendo for games. So, in the next 5 years, we have, Halo on Nintendo Switch 2 or PlayStation 6. I think it's sad. As I grew up with Xbox, got my Xbox 360 Skylanders edition when I was like 8, so kind of sad.
Yeah, absolutely. Haley, how about you?
Well, it's shocking to hear this news. I'm not an Xbox user myself, but it's a pretty big name in the gaming industry. So I'm curious to see what happens next.
Okay. And what about our next one, Logan?
All right, our next piece of fan mail.
Here's those questions for you.
Thank you. Is from WTOP's own Emily Mike.
Oh.
All right. She said, "I've got some questions for you to answer on Unplugged. If you enjoy wasting time, is your time really wasted?"
No.
That's a tough one. I don't think so.
I don't think so
at all.
I don't think so. If you ate yourself, would you disappear or become twice as big?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'd disappear.
Disappear
I'm
probably.
skinny.
I feel like there'd be a point where you would stop eating yourself and just like
you just
not be able to
Yeah,
anymore.
not be anything.
Yep.
You take the bottom lip over the top and swallow it.
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break the rules a little bit. Emily Mike is actually here in studio with us. If Emily would like to read the last question to us.
Here she is.
Here we go. Hi, Emily.
Hi,
Welcome to
guys.
the show.
I am not camera ready at all.
It's okay.
Hi, Mike. And
Get over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is also a really good one.
Okay.
Why are they called buildings if they're already built?
Oh.
Never thought about it like that.
Yeah, I haven't either. I think because they have to be built. That's why they're called buildings.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Emily.
We'll waste no time now. We're going to go right on into music news, our last segment of the night. Without further ado,
Let's do it.
this one's a sad little ditty. about the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. The beautiful cherry blossoms bloom for a final time, unfortunately. The basins flooded, the seawalls need to be rebuilt. It's just a shame that the cherry blossoms have to go and will. Cherry blossoms are sinking at high tide. Screwed that one up a little bit.
Yeah.
The water's moving inland and the trees are starting to die. The land they're on is sinking and the water starts to rise. The seawall's 6 feet under and the trees must say goodbye.
Logan? Well, folks, we've got a well-known restaurant in Maryland. And guess what? You may not know this, but they're trying something new.
Oh, what is that, Logan?
The food chain known as Chick-fil-A had a new idea. They want to get more customers eating all their meals. They went with something new that everybody loves. A Chick-fil-A pizza might just be the one. Good stop.
Really?
They got your normal flavors like pepperoni and cheese. When you see a pizza bite, your taste buds say, yes, please. They've also got pizza with Chick-fil-A nuggets and sauce. This sounds pretty delicious. I gotta try that stuff.
Interesting.
Kaylee Richmond, take us home.
Well, if you insist, Mike. Gonna come on.
Whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3. Dorothy Fidelli of Goshen, Ohio, finally had a wedding at 77 years old. She was sick and tired of being alone, so she married herself in her retirement home. Dorothy Fidelli has had an amazing life, and now she is married and she is now her own wife. Her friends and family were all there by her side. What a beautiful story. It just makes me want to cry. Congratulations, Dorothy. You are truly an inspiration to all. I hope I can be like you someday, girl.
Wow, guys.
Wow.
You might have topped Sammy Sozio there.
Really?
Well, folks, we don't have any time to banter, and that's all we've got time for, so we're going to close things out with one more song. Kaylee,
right.
we taught it to you, right?
Yes.
All right, let's
All
do
right,
it then.
here we go.
Let's do it.
It's time to end the show. It's time to end the show. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Who's our next guest?
Tune in to see.
But now it's time to end the show. It's time to end the show. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good evening. As we come on the air tonight, the Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg was accidentally added into a Signals group chat, an encrypted text app used by politicians and journalists.
Officials discuss and sent classified war plans about strikes that were carried out in Yemen on March 15th.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, the supposed creator of the group chat, named the chat, quote, Houthi PC small, end quote, adding top officials from President Trump's administration that included the vice president and CIA director. Journalist Jeffrey Goldberg, who thought it wasn't real according to an article he released this morning. Officials debated the execution and planning of the bombing operation, targets, weapons, and intelligence assessments. Coming up on WTOP-10, new faces will be appearing on campus. Find out why.
And our Dominic Ciccarelli explore a hidden gem on campus.
Plus, an update on a recent drug bust here in Oswego.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Swad Hamoud.
And I'm Piper Kiernan.
2 weeks ago, we reported breaking drug bust that was being carried out as we went on air. Tonight, we have an update regarding the bust.
The Oswego Police Department Neighborhood Engagement Team, or OPNET, carried out the investigation, which resulted in officers seizing 32 Xanax, over 3 ounces of cocaine, over $1,300, numerous other controlled substances, and drug paraphernalia, as well as 70 Suboxone films. Suboxone films are used in hospitals as a replacement for opioids, as they deliver a similar effect. The Oswego City Police Department said in a Facebook post that the effects taken by OPNET demonstrate their continued dedication to ensuring the safety of Oswego.
Oswego's Native American Studies program invites students and public to join in an event evening with filmmaker Caleb Abrams. A screening of the short film Haudenosaunee, People of the Longhouse, with excerpts from The Burning of My Cold Spring Home, will take place, followed by a Q&A with Abrams, the director. The screening and Q&A will take place this Thursday, March 27th, starting at 4:30 p.m.
A new show is coming to SUNY Oswego this week. 5 Lesbians Eating a Quiche opens this Thursday in the Lab Theater of Tyler Hall. The show is a comedy set in the 1950s featuring quiche, nuclear bombs, and secret romantic relationships. SUNY Oswego student Liza Mann is directing, and the performance is student-produced and designed. Tickets are free, and performances begin at 7 p.m. from March 27th to March 30th.
As you walk across campus in the upcoming weeks, you may see groups of fresh faces as admitted students' day start back up. These events are designed for those who have been accepted into Oswego as a way to gain a more enhanced look into campus and help in a college decision. Prospective students are able to meet with faculty and staff and learn about the academic possibilities offered.
Now we go to WTOP-10 reporter Dominic Ciccarelli, here to tell us about an educational on-campus experience.
What have you got for us today, Dominic?
Sure thing, guys. Back from spring break, but still need something relaxing to do while you're back? Hope you like nature, because a little hidden spot here on campus might be just the thing you're looking for.
Can you go out there?
On the west side of campus, in Shinneman Hall, through the door, down the hall, up the elevator, and all the way up on the roof, you'll find the Shinneman Greenhouse, a humid and warm environment full of all sorts of plant life for students to learn about, nurture, and enjoy. From cacti to succulents to roses, there are many diverse species of plants being cared for by the greenhouse's attentive staff, like Alicia Washburn, an anthropology major who showed me around.
The first thing I do is I sweep the entire greenhouse, then we water all the plants. So I water every single bench. They're all set up by what climate they're from, so tropicals to arids, so they all get different types of water and stuff like that.
The greenhouse has many little surprises, colorful flowers, plants that talk with signs, and even some small fish in one of the habitats.
One of the plants that I really like is our shy plant, because once you touch it, the leaves start to curl up into itself. More of a kind of hobbyish thing, liking plants and stuff like that, but I am a tour guide in the summers and stuff, so I like to do this kind of stuff as well, leading people around and whatnot.
The Shinneman Greenhouse is a peaceful, relaxing way to spend your time, learn about nature, and maybe even learn a thing or two about yourself. I'm Dominic Ciccarelli, reporting for WTOP-10. Boasting over 200 different species of plants, the greenhouse open hours can be found on the SUNY Oswego website or sometimes in your Oswego Today email. You can also email Plant Collections Manager Dr. C. Eric Hellquist about setting up a guided tour. Now, let's get back to the desk.
Thank you, Dominic. New state legislation has been proposed to target federal funding cuts and employment. The Bridge Act and the Recourse Act were both announced by state Democrats earlier today. Both bills would help the state take care of its residents during cuts to federal agencies. According to state representatives, both Bridge Act and Recourse Act would also bring in important funding for schools, hospitals, and public transit.
In one of the first major events of the New York City mayoral race, former Governor Andrew Cuomo made his first official appearance since entering the race. The event was a forum that didn't involve any questions, but included statements from each of the 8 candidates vying to replace current Mayor Eric Adams, who has faced recent controversy regarding corruption and bribery charges.
Today's weather had a mixture of everything.
Is the weather ever going to become more consistent? Let's ask our Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Bradley Jacobs.
Thanks, guys. And it was a whirlwind of a weather today, starting out with rain, then sunshine, then some wind, and then the sun again, and then a little rain again. It's just been a mix all over. But one thing I can promise is cool temperatures early in the week are going to return, and rain, snow, and wind, oh my, for the rest of the week, with a washout weekend ahead with rain showers and wind continuing on throughout the week. And the famous saying that we all know, March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. It's looking more like in like a lamb and out like a lion. I'm going to have all this and more in my full weather forecast ahead, so be sure to stay tuned. But for now, back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up, a Cornell student faces deportation. Find out why.
And the UN will be reducing their presence in Gaza. That and more coming up next.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Good evening and welcome back to your nightly news here at WTOP-10. I'm your meteorologist, Bradley Jacobs. And getting a quick look into our current conditions outside. It's about 40 degrees out with overcast conditions. You can see those wind values are up from the southwest at 18 miles per hour, with gusts up to over 20, even reaching close to 30 miles per hour, making that 40 probably feel more like a 30 degrees or so. Humidity sitting out about 62% with the pressure about 993, so pressure is starting to go on down, and we're going to see why here shortly. Taking a look closer here at our current regional temperature, starting out in western New York in the mid-30s here, coming on across to Rochester and North Dansville. Up Oswego, 40 degrees, coming on down the I-81 corridor here, still hanging around the high 30s to low 40s. Down the southern tier here, Elmira up to Binghamton in the mid-40s. Coming on over to central New York and across the lower Catskills here, sitting in the mid-30s. And then things out in the capital region here with Albany and Saratoga Springs in the mid to high 30s. Taking a look here at the next few days of what we're going to see for rain precipitation, we can see that tomorrow there's going to be a slight chance of rain, with that chance increasing almost up to 45% on Wednesday, dropping back down again on Thursday, and then that weekend washout that I was fair warning you guys about, 60 up to 68% chance of rain all across Friday and Saturday, and that's just the beginning half of the weekend ahead. But for now, taking a look closer to tomorrow, tonight there's going to be a chance of showers later in the overnight hours into the early morning. Winds coming up from the southwest at about 13 to 18 miles per hour. And taking a look at that commuter forecast, we can see Tuesday into Wednesday. I did put Tuesday evening into that red, going into the Wednesday into the red, because we are going to have some snow showers, potentially making some icy, windy conditions as well. Not really ideally traveling conditions for going to classes or anywhere else. And taking a further look at the extended forecast, we can see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the low to mid 40s with the chance of showers and very windy early on in the week. Taking a closer look at Friday and then off the week in the low 40s still with a chance of showers and cloudy conditions. And then to that weekend, rainy conditions with temperatures slowly starting to rise as we kiss April here shortly. And Monday, 50 degrees with some rain showers. That's all for my full weather forecast tonight. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Bradley. Sunday marks the 250th anniversary of the event that sparked the American Revolution. In honor of this Concord, Massachusetts cyclists will carry an LED torch along Paul Revere's route. After they will light a 10-foot tall lantern identical to the one Paul Revere held, this family-friendly event will occur at Concord Museum at 6:30 this Sunday.
A Cornell student who filed a lawsuit against President Trump's administration is now under a deportation threat. The Department of Justice has urged Mamoudou Tall to turn himself into ICE. The next day, unidentified authorities showed up to Tall's student apartment building in Ithaca. Tall is a dual citizen of the UK and Gambia and holds a U.S. visa. His lawsuit was centered around the arrest of the Palestinian activist and Columbia student Mahmoud Khalil.
The IRS is reportedly negotiating a way to coordinate with the Department of Homeland Security, using from taxes to assist with immigration enforcement. The IRS encourages people in the U.S. illegally to pay income taxes.
The IRS usually guards tax filer information from disclosure. Amy Kiley reports on how working with immigration officials could represent a loosening of those protections.
I have real privacy concerns here.
The IRS and Department of Homeland Security appear closer to finalizing an information sharing agreement. A person familiar with the matter says it would enable ICE to submit names and addresses of people who might be in the U.S. illegally. The source says the IRS could then cross-reference and confirm that information.
The goal of this appears to be speeding up President Trump's deportation effort.
The president's supporters say his immigration policies are what voters want.
You have an administration and a president that is strong in their conviction that they have a mandate from the voters to act, particularly on the issue of illegal immigration.
Critics say involving the IRS could endanger taxpayer privacy. The agency works under laws that usually prohibit the release of personal information.
There is a process in place for a court to look at that and decide whether or not that information should be released.
This legal analyst notes President Donald Trump's attorneys fought in court to keep his own tax records private.
And there was this huge claim that there would be, in fact, that this was some privacy information that shouldn't be let out under federal law. And so that's really the issue here.
Many taxpayers have common names like John Smith. Advocates argue that could cause errors if the IRS worked with ICE.
We're inevitably going to be encroaching on the taxes and the privacy of American citizens.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
In the draft, ICE access would be limited to confirming addresses of immigrants with final removal orders. The agreement would authorize data verification for individuals subject to criminal investigation for violating immigration law.
According to the New York Times, no addresses have been given. The United Nations said today they are reducing 1/3 of the international staff this week in Gaza. This comes after Israel's strikes in Gaza that killed hundreds of civilians and UN personnel. UN spokesman Stefan Dujarric said this is for security and operational reasons and that they may remove more international staff. Dujarric stressed that the UN is not leaving Gaza.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, 23andMe files for bankruptcy. Find out why.
Plus, President Trump nominates a new acting director for the CDC. All that and more coming up after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, today President Trump threatened to place a 25% tariff on goods from any country that buys oil or gas from Venezuela. Trump said the South American nation has been very hostile towards the U.S. He also claims, without evidence, that Venezuela has purposely sent criminals to the U.S. Venezuela was one of the top foreign suppliers of oil to the U.S. last year.
Gene testing firm 23andMe has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. In a statement announcing the bankruptcy, the board's chair said they are determined a court-supervised sale process is the best path forward, and its CEO had resigned, effective immediately. The company struggled for years to find a sustainable business model. They tried to convert one-time buyers into subscribers, which fell far short. It's not yet known what will happen to all of the genetic data 23andMe currently possess if a sale is finalized.
President Trump has nominated the acting director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Susan Monarez, to lead the agency permanently. Although Monarez has a PhD in microbiology and immunology, she would be the first CDC director without a medical degree in more than 70 years. She is waiting for confirmation by the Senate, but Susan was named as acting director for CDC earlier in Trump's administration.
49-year-old Mia Love, the first black Republican woman elected to Congress, served from 2015 to 2019, dies on Sunday at her home, Saratoga Springs, Utah. Her family announced her death in a post on one of Ms. Love's social media pages. She was diagnosed with glioblastoma, an aggressive type of brain tumor. This month, treatments began to no longer work. She published her last opinion article in the Deseret News, My Living Wish for the America I Know. The Oswego women's lacrosse team got a huge win today.
Our sports reporter Lucas Marcus was there to cover all the action. Lucas, how was the game?
Thanks, guys. The Oswego Lakers women's lacrosse team played their last match before starting the SUNY season in a show against the SUNY Poly Wildcats. The Oswego Lakers women's lacrosse team dominated and destroyed the SUNY Poly Wildcats with a score of 20-2. The game was completely lessened by the Lakers, teaching the Wildcats on how to attack. The Lakers managed to score 11 goals just in the first 15 minutes of the game and had the ball possession almost every second. Alexis Hill was one of the most important players. She contributed in scoring twice and creating a lot of chances for the team. But the star of the day was Mackenzie Wynn, giving 5 assists just in the first period. After the first half, the Lakers decided to rotate their roster more, changing almost the entire team. This resulted with the Lakers scoring less in the other periods, but the pressure never ended. And just like that, in a fast play, the Lakers would score the 20th goal of the day. This goal was the last one for the team, still conceding 2 goals to the Wildcats at the very end of the match. This was the first match against the Wildcats in their history. It's a win for the Lakers 20-2. The Lakers now prepare to start the SUNY season against SUNY Fredonia on Wednesday at home. Huge win for the Lakers, and now with spring starting just last week, Oswego Athletics are back in full swing. Jason Samswell will have more in the world of sports after the break. Breathe.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
Welcome back, everyone, to WTOP-10 News. I'm Jason Sampson with your sports report. While students may have been on spring break over the weekend, there was plenty of action for Oswego sports going on. Starting first with the men's lacrosse team, they would travel down to Farmingdale State to battle with the Rams. And after a back-and-forth first quarter, it was all Farmingdale in the second, giving the Rams a 7-4 lead at halftime. Then third quarter, it was raining goals in Farmingdale as both teams would score 5 goals apiece. In the fourth, it was a defensive battle, only 3 goals scored, 2 for the Rams with 1 for the Lakers, as Farmingdale would win it in a fun one, 14-10. From the turf to the mound, the Laker baseball team traveled to Cortland for a 3-game series against the Red Dragons over the weekend. On Friday, it was Emil Sanders hitting a 2-run bomb for Oswego, but then Cortland responding with 8 unanswered runs as the Red Dragons take it 8-2. On Saturday, it was the Lakers sweeping the double header, beating Cortland 8-4 and 7-6. Lakers' Thomas Harrington and Brendan Mayer led the Lakers with 3 RBIs in each game. From college to the pros, preseason baseball is wrapping up, and the Yankees would make the trip across the street to face the Mets in the final preseason game. After a back-and-forth 4 innings, it was Hayden Singer with the RBI single in the 5th, giving the Mets a 3-2 lead. Then the Yankees would respond with 4 runs scored in 2 innings, giving them a 3-run lead in the 9th before Brandon Nimmo would hit a 3-run bomb, and the game would end in a deadlock tie, 6-6. And from the mound to the gridiron, March Madness is in full swing, and in the football world, the Giants would make a swing in free agency as they signed quarterback Jameis Winston to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Winston, the 2015 #1 overall pick, spent last season with the Cleveland Browns. Winston would see action as a starter after Deshaun Watson would go down with a season-ending Achilles injury. Winston will battle with Tommy DeVito for the starting job this summer. And speaking of March Madness, the NCAA tournament is in full swing, and the number 12 seed Colorado State Rams look to continue their Cinderella run as they would face off against the 4-seeded Maryland Terps. And that's where we would go right now. Into the second half we go. We see Meek Clifford. You want to know what career he'd be good at after college? How about roofing? Clifford climbing the ladder with the flush, giving the Rams the lead, and then it would be Jacoby Gillespie in transition, finding Rodney Rice with the teardrop, and we are all tied up at 64 apiece. Then closing minute of the second half of the game, Selton Miguel getting the deflected inbound pass, and he has just hoisted up a potential game winner shot, and it would be no good, but there would be a foul underneath, sending the big man to the line, and he would hit both free throws, giving the Terps the lead. And then the Rams, the inbound pass, finding their man, Meek Clifford, backing down his man before finding Jalen Lake. Three-point shot is like a hard-boiled egg, just can't be beat. Then Maryland, season on the line, gets it to Derek Queen. And then Queen on the drive, bank shot, buzzer beater. It's good! Take a look at it. Oh my goodness. It is good at whatever angle you look at it. Queen, the freshman, finishes with 17 points as Maryland dances to their first Sweet 16 since 2016. Maryland wins at 72-71.
Tomorrow is International Waffle Day. Waffles originated in Sweden in the 1600s.
Back then, these treats were eaten at all the times of the day, often with fruits and jams.
But this breakfast favorite really hits its strides in the 1950s when the Eggo waffle was introduced to consumers.
Celebrate the day, dust off your waffle shoes, and get ready to go to Waffle House as they have a special promo throughout the day.
That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay for Stick to Sports.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shut the Chuck Up. Put the full screen on. Bang! Shut the Chuck Up, baby. How are we doing tonight? How's everyone feeling? This show, what's this show all about? Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. It's about me, Chuck. That beautiful face. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's me, and I'm going to be interviewing people from all over the world, all over the universe, whatever it may be. But tonight, we have to start out with something really important. I have my lawyer here. Cut to that camera. Cut to camera number 3. Yeah, that's my lawyer. Chuck's lawyer, you see. Yeah, I'm Chuck. Chuck's lawyer. What's up with the green screen on this one? All right. So we, it's my first show. We have to get down and dirty with it. We have to make sure I'm ready. I have everything prepared, everything ready, set, and to go. But first, let's talk about our lives. So how's the kids?
It's really upsetting that you bring this up.
Oh.
They're not here. Like they're not dead.
Oh, okay.
But like I don't have them anymore.
You lost your kids?
Yes.
They ran away? You can't find them?
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of put them somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I walked away.
Okay.
And
Is this
then
in a grocery store or something?
I forgot.
Mm.
We were at a playground. And
okay, a playground.
I left them on the swings.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, and then I walked over to the slides to go on the slide and whee.
Yeah, you wanted to go on the slide? You wanted to have fun.
I just wanted to have some fun.
Yeah, is that one of your kids?
Oh my God, you found her.
Oh.
Oh boy, you
wow.
found her.
What's her name again? What's her name?
That's Dog.
That's Dog.
That's Dog.
We found Dog,
You found her, guys. She's
So
not on the
one of
swings
two?
anymore.
Three?
Two.
I don't remember.
Two.
Okay.
One of
Okay.
two.
Dog is okay.
Dog is okay. We don't know about Cat.
Oh.
Well, I don't know where we don't know where Dog is still. They took Dog
we
is
found Dog.
But Dog.
But Dog is in a secret location that we cannot disclose.
How do we get to Dog?
I don't know.
Who has Dog?
Our graphics person has Dog.
Who is your graphics person?
I cannot tell you that. I signed an NDA.
This is my kid we're talking about.
I don't.
$1,000. I don't have.
$1,000? Come on. Come on.
Oh my God, Dog.
Bring it.
Yeah, this is a lawyer we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. A lawyer. Sue.
I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue for child endangerment. You have my child. This is too much for me.
I'm sorry. Your child looks ugly.
I can't.
$2 million.
You
Take it or
look
leave it.
ugly.
Whoa.
You're
Why
so
are you being
ugly.
so mean to me?
You're so
You're
ugly.
my lawyer.
My mom said you had such weird hair.
Yeah.
My mom describes you as the one with the face.
The one with the face.
Yeah.
That's chucked up, man.
It's not that chucked up.
I mean, look at this beautiful phrase. Face.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was an Almost Friday post.
It was almost an almost.
As it always is.
As it always is.
It's always almost Friday.
I'm a Chuck lawyer.
Okay. So what does that entail?
I defend Chucks.
Chucks. And Chucks only?
Only Chucks.
Okay.
So we've got Chuck.
Chuck.
And then we've got also Chuck, the groundhog.
Oh, right.
If we know.
Right.
If we're familiar. The groundhog, Staten Island groundhog Chuck.
Right.
He was in this situation with Mayor de Blasio, where Mayor de Blasio picked him up.
He picked him up.
And Chuck, as a groundhog does, bit him. And then Chuck, there he is. That's not a groundhog. That's a beaver.
That's Chuck.
That's a beaver.
No, that's Chuck. That's a picture
Chuck
of Chuck.
got chucked
onto
the ground. And they tried to say that Chuck was okay. Chuck was not okay. They tried to do a conspiracy, like a cover-up. And they replaced, what the Chuck? They replaced Chuck with Charlotte.
Who's Charlotte?
A female groundhog.
What? You can't replace Chuck?
Yes. So allegedly, Mayor de Blasio murdered Chuck.
This is a big loss in the Chuck community.
And
I feel very saddened for this. Charlotte's web spider?
No, it was Charlotte the groundhog. There's no spiders involved.
Oh, I thought it was the spider too. So any other Chucks, or is it just the two for right now?
How much Chuck could a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah, the tongue twister. You defend the tongue twister?
I defend the tongue twister.
Wow. How does that work?
So, when someone's like, that's really hard, you just go, how much chuck could a woodchuck chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Now, what about
Jack Black? He's not a Chuck.
Oh, right, of course.
If your middle name is Chuck, I'll maybe make an exception.
Oh, like who?
Like you. Chuck.
Chuck Harkins.
Chuck Harkins.
Yeah.
Jack Chuck Black.
Jack Chuck Black.
Oh, I have to defend him now. I'll give him a ring later.
Yeah.
Who else has got a middle name Chuck?
I don't know about middle names, but Chuck Norris.
Oh.
Chuck Norris.
I spoke with him last Tuesday.
Oh yeah. About what?
You know.
You had to defend him for.
He just wanted to chat. He had nothing going on, but you know, you have to have a good rapport with your lawyer.
Sure, of course.
If I don't like him.
Right, you could just drop him.
Yeah.
And then
well,
who else
not
is
drop
gonna...
him, but like make the defense not so good.
Oh,
so
wow.
Then he gets arrested or loses a
okay.
bunch of money.
And Chuck E. Cheese.
So Chuck.
Okay. Oh,
Chuck,
this is a heavy one.
Yeah, because he is Chuck, but
I got him right here. Yeah.
He is Chuck, but him and Chuck the Groundhog had some like rodent beef.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I had to pick a side.
Oh wow.
And being a Staten Islander, I had to represent.
They made you pick a side.
They made me pick a side.
That's hard.
Yeah, I think Chuck E. Cheese has some pretty rough allegations against him.
Sure. I mean, hey.
You know, those pizza slices were not even.
Yeah. I mean, look at Five Nights at Freddy's.
Exactly. Dead children.
Who's this guy?
Is that Chuck Norris?
Chuck Liddell? Liddell?
Who found all of these Chucks?
Oh, he is a UFC fighter. Hold on, we're getting a phone call. Hold on. Hello?
Hello, this is your wonderful AP in the back, Kenny Gerard. I just want to let you know here, Mr. Chuck, that it's time to go to break.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
that's great.
Let's throw it a break.
All right, wonderful. We'll throw it a break. Okay, see you in the flip.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
This is Shut the Chuck Up.
All right, Charlie, let's go over the extensive list of infractions you've managed to rack up here.
Here we
First, personal grooming negligence. You failed to exercise even the most basic duty of care by neglecting to comb your hair. This is not only a breach of societal expectations, but could constitute reckless disregard for presentability, potentially leading to the charges of public aesthetic disturbance. Second, arson of a historical landmark.
Whoa. Can we talk about that first one?
Sure.
Man, just one after another.
I was ready to just list them all.
So let's
just
put
bombard
that
you.
in English. Put it in English.
So
These
your
lawyers,
hair is
what are you
whack.
talking about? My hair is whack. I'm getting a
Yeah.
phone call. Hold on. Hello, my hair is whack.
This is Seth.
It says Melissa.
I'm hanging up on you,
It
Seth.
says Melissa Appleby. Who is Melissa? So your hair's whack. It looks. You didn't brush it. Put a brush through that thing. Like anything.
I try.
Ridiculous.
I try so hard.
Everyone is
Stop.
calling.
Hey, I'm hanging up on you.
So brush your hair. You got to make it better. Second, arson of a historical landmark. You are being accused of single-handedly initiating the fire that destroyed the Library of Alexandria. While the statute of limitations may have expired a few millennia, this still constitutes an egregious offense against human knowledge, and frankly, I don't know how you plan to defend yourself.
Who reads books anyway? Come on, people. Come on. Yeah, only nerds read books. The 2 books I read, Captain Underpants. Hello? Captain Underpants and those David books where he like pees in the snow.
What? Oh, like the bad kid?
Yeah,
Like he wasn't a good...
yeah.
Why would...
Yeah.
Don't know, it makes sense that you read those, but like... What? Like,
Those
what
are
was...
the only 2 books that people need to know.
What about Captain
Cut to this camera.
Underpants?
Cut to camera 2. Cut to camera 2. Thank you.
Third,
Yeah.
global physics manipulations.
Go back to camera 1.
Allegations suggest that you and you alone are responsible for reversing the toilet flush direction in Australia. We know that you were in Australia recently.
That's true.
If true, this is an unprecedented level of interference with the Coriolis effect, bordering on crimes against science itself. Expect physicists to be called as expert witness in your upcoming trial.
I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up. Yeah, okay, I changed the direction of the toilet. So what? Who cares?
What was the purpose?
I want to see how far science can go.
Did it like make your flow go a bit differently?
It went down easier. I'll tell you that. I won't tell you what went down easier, but it went down easier.
Now that you're in America, do you have plans with the American toilets?
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this moment.
As your lawyer, I think that was a great answer. Fourth, reckless endangerment via excessive tweeting. The claim here is that your social media activity directly resulted in a bird flu outbreak in Oswego. We will need to subpoena Twitter servers and call epidemiologists to establish whether your tweets were indeed patient zero. If causation is proven, you may be facing a public health violation.
That has to do with health?
Yeah.
My tweets?
Your bird flu causation? Yeah.
Hello?
Charlie, it's Dylan.
You tweet about bird flu a number of times, and...
You brought it to Oswego.
Then you bring it to Oswego, and so what? So what? What? Are these like fines that I have to pay?
I think you would be maybe arrested.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that nonsense.
I think you would maybe have to like every episode kind of like denounce your actions and be like, I'm sorry.
Every episode?
Yeah, you have to
including
start
this one?
Every episode you have to like now start it with I'm sorry. That's all. Just I'm sorry.
I don't know if I can do that.
Finally, an unlawful presence at Santa's workshop. Loitering charges are one thing, but doing so at the North Pole in clear violation of magical jurisdiction, that's a direct infraction against holiday law, and I assure you the elves take these matters very seriously. You might be even looking at placement on the permanent naughty list.
What?
Which has no parole system.
What? What? Hold on. We can solve this. Hello?
Charlie, I'm really scared about my midterm tomorrow.
I TA for a class here, and now we got students calling.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, and I'm scared.
I'm worried that I'm going to be on the naughty list. You see, this guy, he's going to put me on the naughty list. What bad have I done other than burn the Library of Alexandria? You know, that doesn't even count. That one, who cares about that one? That's
You shouldn't be admitting to this on camera.
Who cares?
This is just a discussion between your lawyer about how we're going to face these issues.
What?
Your trial date is coming up.
What? I have a trial for all of these already?
Yes.
Is it all in the same one?
Yeah, you're being charged. They're just gonna, they thought it would be easy since you caused so many crimes.
Oh, you gotta hit the speakerphone.
Charlie, it's Santa.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, this is not, sure,
right.
Santa Claus, all right. Santa Claus doesn't want to talk to you. He actually, he did like a whole order, what's it called? I'm a lawyer.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. I'm not a lawyer.
I really can't think of it. When they don't want like no contact order. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
A no contact order from Santa.
Yeah, well.
I think that's like automatic naughty list. I think the trial is to decide.
If I'm on the naughty
Yeah,
list.
they're taking your headshot right now. Oh my God, they put you in jail. You're in jail already, buddy.
Oh man, I can't live like this. I get free meals. I get free housing.
You're being harassed by your students.
Free clothing. I'm being harassed by my students. Guilty for 50 years. I didn't even mean to. You know what? Just cut to break. We'll be back, I guess.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Free.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarl told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
I love you.
What? Why am I getting other things?
I love you, Chuck.
Stop it, you. The people in the back are so nice to me.
Now they put you in jail.
You're rude. I never liked you anyway. So what are we gonna do about this?
I think you need to deny. You kind of said on camera that, oh my gosh, it's my daughter.
Oh, it's Kat.
It's Kat. My daughter's
Hold on,
back.
We got a phone call. Hello, this is Shut the Chuck Up.
Hi, I think you know who this is.
My dad?
No, this is Mr. Cassius Hogg, the mall Santa.
Oh.
Charlie, what did you do with the mall Santa?
I'll tell you what he did.
Uh-oh.
He broke both my legs. My money makers.
It happens. It happens.
How are the children gonna sit on his lap now?
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
You know, I don't even remember you. What year was this?
This was a week ago.
Yeah, but what year?
Wait. Cassius
This
Hogg,
year.
why were you a mall Santa a week ago? The Christmas season is over.
Yeah.
I have to prepare all year round. Do you know how much weight I get on my legs during the Christmas season? And I have kids sitting on my lap all year round.
And Cassius Hogg, where were you when Chuck broke your legs? Were you doing something that maybe you deserved it?
Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I had nothing to do with those parents and what happened. That was terrible. Okay, but
wait, what happened? Yeah, no. What happened with the parents, Cassius?
What?
Mr. Hogg, what happened with the parents?
They passed away from unknown causes, but it's okay. Dougie is okay.
Dougie?
Who's Dougie?
My ward.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Your ward?
Your ward?
Yes.
What? What does that mean?
My ward, Dougie. He was the orphan. He's with me now.
Oh.
Is he orphaned
right.
because of your actions?
No, I was with Leonard Dilroy that whole day.
Names,
So-
names, names. You're sounding pretty guilty, bud. My client
This is a lot of he said,
sounds
she
like
said.
the real
broken legs
hero
all
here.
right?
I mean, if you got broken legs, that's not my problem, dude.
I think it is because you broke my legs.
It's starting to sound like it was self-defense.
Exactly. That's what it was. I don't even remember, but yes.
It was not self-defense. You came up to me and yelled, "I'm going to break both your legs," and then you did exactly that.
Why didn't you move out of the way, Cassius? Why didn't you move out of... If someone says, "I'm going to break your legs," you sit there?
Both of your legs.
Both of your legs. You just sit there? You just let it
I
happen?
didn't have much choice. He said he was going to do it. What was I supposed to do?
Run away with your working legs. Now you don't have working legs. It really
Yeah,
sounds
my
like it's
legs
your
are
fault.
broken. How was I supposed to run away? You're not thinking. You're not thinking.
I'm not thinking. You're the one with broken legs. My legs perfectly
You know what?
working.
This whole reason, he's just jealous because I'm with his
Yeah, she's
ex-fiancée,
not
Anastasia.
thinking.
What about Anastasia? Say that again.
I'm
You
dating
corrected it.
Anastasia. That's right, Chuck.
Who's Anastasia?
I took her.
You cook her?
No,
Anastasia.
I took her
Oh,
from
you took her.
Anastasia.
Who's
Are
Anastasia?
you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Your ex-fiancée.
Yeah, that's my ex-fiance.
You've been engaged?
Yeah.
I was. But
How-
now I guess
What was the
Cassie's
story?
hog. You know.
She's gonna be Anastasia hug soon.
No,
Whoa.
stop.
Dom
Stop.
Perone.
Stop.
How did you and Anastasia meet?
So Anastasia and I met on a beautiful beach. It was North Shore of Long Island, those rocky beaches where it's like it hurts, and it was middle of winter. Middle of winter. I was out there. I was taking a dip, and she walks over to me and she's like, What are you crazy? And I'm like, you are just the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Do you want to marry me? And she said, absolutely, absolutely. And that's how we met, and that's how we got engaged.
That's lovely.
That was a few
and
weeks
Cassius, how did you meet Anastasia?
Yeah, let's hear this.
I met her on the same day because it was the day that Chuck broke both my legs. This was last week.
You know, details. Who cares about those?
You met.
I care.
So wait, why'd you guys break up?
I don't even want to get into it.
Cassius, do you know why they broke up?
Yeah, I do. Basically, Chuck didn't break just my legs. He broke Anastasia's arms. And so we were just like, we kind of match up now. We can we can do things for each other. She can walk around for me, and I can grab things. So that we're kind of like a match made in heaven.
Whatever, dude. I broke her arms accidentally. She laid out her arms on the road, and I was rollerblading.
Sorry, I really was not listening. If you look at
I was rollerblading,
there's
and I
Kenny
broke
Gerard
my
on the script.
ex-fiance's arms.
Mm.
Yeah. No, she left me for Cassius Hogg.
Cassius Hogg.
Cassius,
With
whatever.
Anastasia Hogg. How's it feel? I'm on top.
I hate you. I hate you. Why would you do this to me? Can we resolve this somehow?
No, maybe.
Maybe. Cassius, do you love Chuck?
You gonna make me do this on live television?
Yeah. Do you love Chuck?
What are we doing?
I do love Chuck, but he hurt me, and I can't let that toxicity into my life.
He's trying to tell you that he loves you.
I can't do it.
He just told me he loved me.
He can't let you into he wants to let you in his life, but he feels like he can't.
Why not? Wait, why?
Because you
why?
broke his legs.
What?
You broke both my legs. It's kind of hard.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about why won't you love me and let me into your life?
I don't feel like you're a little You don't understand what's happening. You broke both my legs. Those
Yeah.
are my money makers.
I mean, I guess.
Dougie wheels me around. My ward Dougie. He wheels me around all day. And now we can't prep for the Christmas season. And how am I supposed to make money? I don't understand what you want me to do.
Your job's mostly sitting down.
Yeah.
The kids just...
My job is mostly having kids sit on me.
Do they
That's
need to?
That's the job.
Yeah, do the kids need to sit on your lap, Cassius?
Yeah. Can't they just
That's the whole point. What's the point?
I don't know, they can just walk over to you and be like, this is what I want, and then leave. They don't need, you don't need to have them sit on your lap.
They yell at me, and it's mean, and I cry.
Wait, hold on. What if you're like behind a plexiglass and they call you and you have like a phone on your side?
COVID style.
COVID style, exactly.
Now you're not going to get sick, because, you know, kids are always sick.
Exactly. And they won't hurt your legs.
They won't hurt your legs.
You know what? Cassius?
And maybe if you had a plexiglass, Chuck wouldn't have broken your legs in the first place.
The kids get too aggressive for the plexiglass?
They punch through the plexiglass, and they try and grab at my throat.
These are strong kids.
maybe you shouldn't be
I need them to sit on my leg. That's why I need to prep for this. This is an intense job.
So they become more calm if they're on your lap than when plexiglass is in the...
Wow, here's an example of one of these kids.
The lap is what they want.
They want the lap.
The children, they yearn for the lap.
You know, I'm gonna offer something to you. I'm gonna offer something to you. Okay. So I will, for Christmas this year.
Your
I know
holiday.
You love Christmas. Yeah, your holiday. You love it so much.
It's fine.
What is that?
Okay. Wait. What? You don't even like Christmas? Whatever. Hold on.
I do it
we'll
for
get
the
to
money.
that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
For the money.
We'll get to that.
But it's my
I'm
money
going
makers.
to give you, from the kindness of my heart, and for $50 from you, Shut the Chuck Up crutches.
Shut the Chuck Up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
You're gonna get crutches.
Do you know what crutches are? They're gonna say shut the Chuck Up.
Oh, I thought you said crushes.
No!
Crutches.
You already have my ex-fiance.
Don't need all the people who have a crush on you too.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think you fully understand how broken my legs are.
I don't think you understand. We've only got a minute left, and we need to resolve this, Cassius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, crutches work.
Hey!
Yes.
And if you don't like it that much, you can give it to one of the little boys and little girls, because I know that they're going to ask for it now because I've stated it on television.
And
I know
once they
Johnny
see
would
the
ask for it.
logo, Shut the Chuck Up,
Exactly. They're going to freak out.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared for that, Cassius.
Anyways,
All right,
I hope you have a great walk.
Yeah, we'll resolve this in a different life.
We'll send
All right,
it to you.
Cassius,
Bye.
I love you. Goodbye.
I love you.
What have we learned today, Chuck?
You didn't even say I love you back.
He said it before.
No, you didn't.
What have we learned today, Chuck?
That I should keep doing my thing.
And you need to stop chucking it up.
I never chuck it up. I'm just me.
I
I'm
have
me being me.
literally like 4 counts of how you've chucked up.
That doesn't matter. Hold on, we're getting a phone call. Hello, we're about to end the show.
Hello, Chuck. This is once again your wonderful AP, Kenny Gerard, in the back. You saw my face back there? Yeah? Yeah, great choice of photo. Anyway, you have 15 seconds to go off air, so give your last thoughts and wrap it up.
Hey, perfect. Cut to the bump cam right now. Cut to the bump cam? Cut to the bump cam. Hello, everybody. This has been Shut the...
Hello, my name is Dylan Zielinski.
And I am Paul Theodore Beatty.
We certainly had a lot of laughs here on Oh Boy last semester. Our goofy antics surely put smiles on a lot of people's faces.
But we here at Oh Boy have turned over a new leaf. We feel that our old brand was immature and somewhat lazy. We want the show to be something that Al Roker would be proud to tune into.
Which is why we have worked all semester to create the best quality programming that WTOP could have asked for. So today,
we're playing water pong.
Welcome to season 2, folks, of
Oh Boy!
My name is John Bolus.
drifted this 89 long bet forward. So I could do anything.
International waters.
No, it's not. You know it's not.
What's up, man? I got your food.
Dude, I can't hear you, man. I can't. Take a seat right. You might have just broken the studio. There's Riley. Hey. I feel very comfortable in this setting right now.
Oh boy!
Don't ask any more stupid questions.
I'm Minch.
I'm John.
And welcome back to...
Oh boy! Minch, you want to introduce yourself any little bit more? Because you were asking specifically to introduce yourself.
I'm Minch. What's up? That's about it.
All right, well, we are going to play, as we said, some water pong. So we are going to start setting this up. And I would just like to show the audience, if we want to stay on camera too here, this
I don't know how many.
is water from Kinney. Charlie, come here. Give me a little taste test. What is that?
Am I supposed to taste
Go
it?
ahead.
Like,
it's just
like
water.
this?
There's grass in that.
Yeah, there's.
What is that?
Dirt.
It's water.
It's water.
It's water.
All right. Just so everybody knows, we are playing water pong. All right, so we're gonna fill up the cups here. Boys, we're gonna do a little weekend recap.
Weekend recap.
Yep, that. It's hard.
Weekend recap.
Yeah. Anyway, Minch, you went home. What was that like? What'd you do?
I played Marvel Rivals, raged about it, and then had a few choice beverages.
Nice. More water.
Milk.
Yeah,
Water.
the Kinney drugs
Maybe
water.
even
Kinney
some
drugs water,
chocolate
shout out
milk.
Kinney
Maybe
drugs.
some chocolate milk.
Oh.
Per
all
chance.
Right. So how do we want to do this, gentlemen? We want to do a little
Eye for
eye.
an eye. There you
Eye
go.
for an eye.
Oh.
Dude.
Are we serious?
Dude.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a
I was yelled at for spilling water already before the
What a disappointment.
broadcast began, so
Give me a
make
ball.
everyone happy.
All right, go ahead. I guess it's
Here.
Minch now. We're doing a little eye for eye. Do you want to go eye for eye?
And John, me and you can look at each other.
All right.
That's my favorite thing.
Eye for eye.
Oh,
All right, I suck.
We're bad.
All
All
right.
right, well then you and
Oh yeah.
John and
All right,
Paul
we got the
can try.
balls.
There we go.
No, we got the balls. Get out of here.
Huh?
We're starting.
All right, fine, that's
All right.
whatever.
Fine,
Let's not spend the whole time trying to be like eye for.
Yeah.
All
We don't want
go
to
ahead.
embarrass
here we
ourselves
go.
if we have to. Oh boy.
That's
Oh,
balls
no.
back.
Balls back.
All right, we might be in some trouble.
Boys are playing a dangerous
We're
game
gonna be
against
playing all
John.
episode long, so we're gonna see what happens. We're definitely gonna bring in some celeb shots, things like that.
Oh,
no. Someone
Stand on
collect
your
that for
cord,
me. I'm
dude.
attached to a wire.
Yeah,
Get
me
your cord
too.
out of here, dude.
So other than that, the boys.
I'll get it.
Called a hockey game this
I
weekend.
did
That was
with
pretty cool.
with Kenny Gerard
Kenny's in the back.
that Dylan directed. So we're gonna do it one more time on Saturday, a big whiteout game.
Nice.
There we
Good
go. All right.
Oh boy.
All right.
We're locked in. Come on.
What they called
Come on,
me?
come on.
They called me the shooter in high school. Oh wow, that's not a good.
Oh,
hey, there we go. Yeah,
right.
that's a
Good
bad
game here.
They did
We
not
should've
call me
ran
that.
all-
We don't
10
have
cups.
replays like run through week. That would have been cool.
They called me Paul Theodore Beatty in high school. They did not call me.
All right, here we
anything else.
go. Nope. Off. John, nice shirt, dude.
That's a good shirt.
No one wore the actual shirt we're
He's on
supposed
tour.
to wear, dude.
Nobody cares about that shirt, dude.
Except
Oh,
everybody
righty,
does. We
all
had
right.
a lot of people asking for
Oh.
some merch. Dude, I don't know what else to talk about. We had a good weekend. It was a good
We
time.
sang music.
Yeah, we sang music.
In
We
good
handed some
company.
microphones. Good company. What do you want?
Can we make this tight?
Yep.
We made the brick Instagram.
Yep, that was
because
good.
of all the
Make the
singing
brick
and
Instagram.
dancing that we
Yeah.
did and nothing else.
Family friendly place.
Come
of
on.
Oh,
business.
John, what the heck?
Nice.
Wow.
All right, don't scream like that.
That's
Can
gonna
I
pick-
also get that same formation.
That's gonna pick up
Per
nicely.
chance.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure the mic's definitely just peaked.
I'm sure
out
they're
there.
very happy about that.
Oh, come on.
I like to
Nice
go
catch.
from high to low, as in hello, as in hello.
Hey, this,
Dang
dude.
right, dang right.
What is that poem there, man?
Yeah.
It's like a theme song.
Dude,
Look at this hair on here.
Oh,
That's gotta be
John.
That's Minchers.
Dude,
Gotta
that
be
is
John's
definitely not my
mullet
hair.
hair.
No,
Wait,
that's
put
not my
that in
hair.
a locket.
Is there
How
a,
much time I got?
is there a punishment?
Is it? A punishment?
Yeah, for losing.
They have to watch an episode of Entertainment Breach.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Yoy.
Look at that
Take
shot.
your headset off. Come here. Caitlin's going to
Celeb
take
shot.
our first celeb shot.
Oh,
Caitlin
what?
is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest fan of Oh Boy. She's watched since day one.
I don't know, man. I got Moo Milker back home.
Moo Milker.
Pretty big fan of the show.
If I miss this, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be mad.
Oh,
she's mad.
do I
Go
get a
home
select
mad.
shot
Go
for me?
ahead.
I want Jesse.
Jesse, all right, let's do it.
He stands about
See,
6'8",
here at Oh Boy, we
and
get
he's
everyone on
he's
our
a he's a Super Bowl champion with the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'd
go
like to
ahead,
say
dude.
that.
Oh, you're not even part of the group? Look at that.
Oh! That's why I picked him.
Live
That's
studio
why I picked him.
boy.
The best student in my
Live
TA
studio
class.
Audience.
Oh, Riley. Get in here,
boy.
Producer.
The
Oh, boy.
producer.
Here we go.
Producer, oh boy.
Never have I done this before with Riley.
No.
Finger down.
Oh, and he's trash.
All right.
Oh, Jesse, help me out. I'm still tapping this
Mr.
board.
Harlow, come show him how it's done.
Oh boy,
We
we
got
got Jack
everybody
Harlow in the
rolling.
building.
Jack Harlow's in the building. Yeah.
Your cup sire.
The ball in the sky.
He
Oh!
in fact did not show him how it's
Air
done.
ball.
I love that this is just what Oh Boy's content
You gotta
is
retire
came to.
now.
Can I get a gentleman's please?
Ooh, this is good. This is good.
good.
Call it, and then we'll get both of them.
No.
No?
Here we go.
Oh, could have called that.
I
Could have seen that coming from that side of the table.
House money.
When it hit the
Yeah, sure, buddy.
House money.
Oh, man.
Oh, the toilet bowl. Yo,
All right, I'm going first.
gotta be the MVP right now.
Yeah.
They might as well
Other
call
than
me.
Jesse.
Dude,
Dude, every time it hits, it's picking up on the mic and going in my IFB.
good.
Oh, come on, man.
You gotta be
Dude.
kidding me,
Alright.
John.
This game's got to be rigged.
This is rigged right now.
This game's got to be
We
rigged.
got about a minute left to win it. All
Oh,
right.
I don't need it.
Dylan won't do it.
Give
I
me
won't do
give
it.
me about 2 seconds. Hot chopper!
Oh, man.
Don't I get
Come
it?
on.
Don't-
Yeah,
back,
throw
behind the
behind your
back.
back.
How much you got?
Dude, first episode of Oh Boy. What about this?
What about that? How about them apples, buddy?
This stuff ain't nothing to me, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, dude. We're hitting
Oh,
cups
gosh.
down here. It's not in.
This is.
Nope. Awful. Airballed. Come on, show 'em what you got.
Kush.
Oh, my God. Hey, we get redemption?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
that's
ahead. Hey,
fair.
we're
Come on, guys.
We're playing
Fair
all.
rules.
We're playing all episode long, dude.
Oh, are we really?
Oh, yeah. We get.
Here we go.
Yeah, we did it.
I get another one, dude.
Yeah,
I keep
John does
going.
get
John's
another
always
What?
got
I
a
thought it was
clutch.
okay.
These guys ever played this before? I'm just kidding. I know these guys
Hey.
have played this before.
We're gonna pause the game while
There we go.
you guys go to commercials. So go to commercial, and we'll be right back with some more.
Oh boy.
On.
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew. Podcast
Yeah,
news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
guys? Welcome back to Oh Boy, everybody's favorite segment, Minch on the Street. Today's topic, Applebee's.
Yeah, so Minch, tell them about the new setup that we got going on here.
The new setup is greasy little camera instead of big camera, and it no longer says Mott's on it. Minch on the Street, buddy.
Mozzarella sticks.
Did you do the world today?
Did I do the world? Wordle? Oh, not yet, no.
Dude, I'm trying to get the answer so I can get a first try. Bushman, our teacher, sent us an email, and he's like, new Star Wars Club on campus. Immediately joined the Discord. Are you a proud member of the new Star Wars Club on campus?
I did see the Buckman email.
Did you sign up for Star Wars Club?
I didn't, should I?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that right as I get to my room.
No, Johnny, I'm not. I apologize. Oh, am I supposed to say yes with propaganda?
Are you a proud member of the Star Wars Club on campus?
I'm not. I should be, though.
I would say you look like a Star Wars guy.
I'm proud.
Did you do the Wordle today?
The Wordle?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Dude. Do you partake in Star Wars?
Yes.
What's your favorite movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
That's not bad. Decent. Are you a proud member of the new Star Wars Club on campus?
No.
You should join it.
I'm okay.
Nah, I'll forward you the email. She's gonna join. What's your least favorite of John Bolus's Fords?
My least favorite?
Yeah.
I've seen more of the truck, but the Bronco's pretty cool.
But you've seen more. Actually, they've both broken down. Are you proud members of the new Star Wars Club on campus?
I didn't know we had a Star Wars Club.
Yeah, me neither.
Send them the link. I'm gonna send you guys an email. Did you do the Wordle today?
No,
Why?
because I've been busy.
I see you wearing this green. What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day? How do I forward an email?
Reply all.
How do I forward an email? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Probably forward button. Type your email in there, buddy. Dylan, what's your favorite word? Probably like ranch or something. He's a 5-year-old. Maybe ketchup. The last tech miner I heard about, he was taking polymers and he tried running a piece of plastic through the bandsaw backwards and he just kicked the blade off it.
That's
and then
impressive.
Mr. Oh
That's
Boy,
actually impressive.
Mr. Oh Boy himself, Dan Tryon, banned him from ever using a saw in his lab again. What's your go-to bagel, Rob?
I'd have to say the Sally Ride. Turkey, bacon, mayo, avocado. Really good with Chipotle mayo.
This is the bagel guy.
Everything bagel.
Gotta go.
Oh.
This guy, emergency responder, on his way. Go save the world, Sheen. Did you just leave that there?
Yeah, he did.
Just gotta go.
It's not good.
I mean, dude, this one, pretty much every WTOP show, pretty good. But when you compare it to Oh Boy, dude, Jack Harlow.
That's my
Obviously, you
spoon.
don't like it. Just take a little sip.
I hate food. All food. Yeah. This guy probably did the Wordle. Did you do the Wordle? Dude, what is wrong with you?
They only have one sandwich, and it's peanut butter and jelly.
Ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
That sandwich.
So he says he hates it and then goes back for another sip.
That's what I do.
It's actually pretty good.
So you like it?
No.
C64.
Dude, if C4 can blow up that much, what do you think C64 does? That I could send John's truck to the moon with that thing.
You ever heard of that, like, manhole cover? It
Yeah.
Got, like, sent
It got sent and mocked Jesus.
Yeah, it, like, got out of Earth's rotation.
Yeah, it'd
I
be
don't know
like-
if that's actually true, but, like...
There's a very high chance that it burned up in the atmosphere. If not, though,
it's just
it's
out there.
approximately very far away, and it's gonna just enter some random planet's atmosphere and destroy the whole thing.
Aliens are gonna be like, what is that?
And you're gonna think it's a declaration of war.
Yeah.
How do you make a carrot that mushy?
It's a sweet potato.
You see, we've got a vise in a vise. That's about it. This awesome, cool little part here. It's part of a skateboard. You know, Lakeside Manufacturing on Instagram, Lakeside Manufacturing. Soon enough, we'll be selling longboards, 10 by 36 inch longboards. $120 base price. That might change. Give us a look. Lakeside Manufacturing on Instagram. Keep a lookout.
Can we have it pop up on the screen?
It is Lakeside Manufacturing on Instagram. The logo is like a big diamond. It's got
do we have your
trees and
permission
stuff.
to use your logo?
You absolutely.
I'll steal it off your Instagram and throw it up on the
absolutely
screen
have
right
my
now.
permission.
Shindy, did you do the Wordle today?
I didn't. Should I?
Do it live.
And then give me the answer.
You just need a word.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can't spell plots.
That doesn't have an E in it.
Oh.
I've never seen those colors. Why is it red? Yeah, this is weird.
This is
well,
weird.
I'm colorblind. I can't see the normal color.
Right.
Or it's gotta be. Come on now.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Second try?
Well, she was.
Dude. Minch on the, I don't know what chair. Look at this guy.
This is fun.
All right, thanks for watching Minch on the Street. We'll see you on Oh Boy.
Kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel too. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
Welcome back to Oh Boy. So, when we had an episode for senior week last semester that we decided not to do, we sent out a Google form to our friend group, the Greasy Couch Community. The form asked the boys a bunch of questions. Hey, the boys got a bunch of questions, so we're going to go through and share the answers with you guys finally. So, pop it up. If we have
Depart.
Maybe not.
All right.
That was anticlimactic.
Pop it up. There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Who's most likely to get thrown out of a party? All right, so we have a three-way tie here with Minch, John Boldus, and Frankie, Freaky Frank. Let the name speak for itself.
Call him Toots.
Boldest should have
I
taken
would never
that.
do anything
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, no, I.
So are we the deciding factors, or?
Yeah, I
who's the-
guess you and I can.
All right. So I think John.
I'll go with Freaky Frank.
Oh, okay. I'd say Frankie.
Freaky Frank.
I'd call him Toots. You gotta call him Toots now.
Kenny told you to watch your mouth.
All right. Anyway,
We'll go Frank.
we're
on
going
that
with
one.
Freaky Frank on that one. Next one. Oh, there we are. We
Boom.
got- Oh, next
I wonder
one.
if they can read that. I don't know.
All right. Who's most likely to be an undercover spy right now? So this one
Is Dan
Dan
Hall.
Hall. This
We
one,
got Paulie
Paulie.
here. All right. Kenny.
Kenny.
And then Jaybird.
Jaybird is
my
an
roommate
undercover
Jaybird.
spy.
I guess.
Do you
I
guys
mean,
remember who you voted for? Because I can tell you who I
have
voted
no
for.
idea.
I remember.
I don't even remember doing
I
this.
voted for Dan Hall.
It was either Dan
Shout
Hall
out
or
Dan
I think it
Hall.
was Jaybird.
I definitely voted for
Kenny
Dan Hall.
said he voted for Dan Hall. I think Dan Hall just made a lot of sense.
Somebody's lying.
So, I voted for Dan Hulse. Next one.
I think he's too cute to be real.
All right, most likely to drop out. Minch
and Frankie.
Let's go.
With boldness in there.
Where did that come from?
I'd give that one to Frankie too, just an edge.
I'm giving
oh,
that
really?
one to Minch after the semester he's gone through, dude.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Next one.
I love
Next
you.
one. Who's most alpha?
Jay Bird! Yeah, Jay Bird!
Jay Bird.
There we go.
Frankie somehow got some votes. I know he voted for himself.
Yeah. We got Dan Hall, Boldus, and Kenny in there. All
Kenny
right.
as well.
I'll take the Bird.
Actually, no. That is not Kenny. There's
what is it?
3 different shades of blue. That one is actually Riley. That is
Oh,
Riley.
it's just not
Riley
showing.
got-
page 2.
okay.
Riley got cut off?
Definitely not Riley.
Frankie definitely voted for himself twice. Definitely not. Next one. Next one. All right, who's the last person to respond? Dan Hall.
That is true.
Dan Hall.
Boldest.
It's Boldest.
It definitely is
Does
Boldest.
not answer. Dude, we will be pulled over on the side of the road. It's happened a few times before. Calls John. Never answers.
Never answers.
I think
we were back home.
Yeah.
My brother called John on like a Thursday night. He called us back Saturday morning. He goes, "Yo, dude, what's up?"
I got stuff going on, man.
Next one. All right, most likely to bail you out of jail.
That's
I
Dylan,
won
baby.
This one with a landslide. I'm proud of myself.
There's
for that.
no way. No way.
I'll take a third.
Next one.
Of that.
Who's the goofiest? Paulie.
Hey, now,
yeah.
I am a goofball. If we had Brian on here,
All
that would be
right, next one.
run away.
Yeah.
Run away. If we have it.
Next one. Most likely to bark in public.
Really? Do it!
I won that one.
Yep.
That's
I got
all
to
you need to know.
vote somehow.
Next one.
Oh, Frankie would second.
Yeah, that also makes sense.
That's real.
Next one. Yippee, live in the van. Seth and I split.
So they're just going to be living the van life
Yeah,
together.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of us can live in one.
We're all
like,
just
suplex
living van life.
Yeah. Next one. Get back with their ex. Frankie.
I didn't even have
Brian.
That's
No,
Brian?
that's Brian. And then that
Oh,
one,
okay.
the one vote was for me.
I was going to say, like, I didn't.
Anyway,
I love my
next
girlfriend.
one.
Yeah.
Get married first.
That's got to be Kenny, right?
Yeah.
wait,
No. This one's Riley.
Oh, that makes
this
sense.
This one's Paulie.
Yeah.
This one's Boldus.
Hey,
and then
nice.
I think this one's Kenny. Yes. All right, next one.
We love
Congrats,
Chelsea
boys.
around here.
The person you go to for advice, I won that one.
I don't know how I didn't get anything. That's honestly.
Yeah,
we need
not
a
listen
revote.
to Dylan
We
for
need a
advice,
revote.
but that's all right.
Next
Revote.
one.
I'm going Dan Hall.
Biggest sim, Paulie. And
Real.
it stands true to
Landslide.
There wasn't even a different option.
100% true.
It was. Hey, real quick, guys. Who's the biggest sim? 3, 2, 1.
Paulie Beatty.
Hey, shout out Juliana.
I'm about
though.
to say
Last
some
time
words
we
I
did
can't.
This, last time we did this, when we sent this out, she was just your friend who's a girl. So,
Yeah.
But now she's my
girlfriend.
girl who's a friend.
That's how you
No,
say
I'm sorry.
it.
She's my lovely.
Anyway, we're going to send it over to commercial break, and we'll be right back with some more. Oh, boy.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
All right, welcome back to Oh Boy. We're still kind of playing some Pong, just hanging out, chilling as we do. Well, now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Girlfriend Review. All the boys now have girlfriends, and I'm still sitting here single. So if you're watching this, maybe pop up my Instagram, give me a follow. Don't put up my Instagram, I guess, Brummer, whatever, dude. I'm just going to stay single. So, boys, take it away.
Do we have a camera?
Take two, maybe.
Or not. Anyway, we're doing girlfriend review. From Megan, we've got a few key texts.
Hey, wait,
Katie and I are laughing out loud.
Shout out Hannah.
Shout out Hannah. We're bringing Dylan up for you. We're going to hang out. That's all I'll say. Yeah, we're laughing out loud. Minch on the street is very funny. Calling out your broken trucks are not broken, by the way. They're just...
For now.
Making sure I know what I'm talking about by fixing them. Wow, only 6 minutes left. This is so entertaining. I don't know what more we could have better than that. So we're going to move on, yeah.
Hey, good job. Good job.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Minch.
All right. From Ella and her family. Loves the new set. Doesn't. I'm not gonna say that one actually. The new graphics cool for Minch on the Street. I like the new style of Minch on the Street. I think there was 2 seconds where I wasn't laughing or smiling. Not good with numbers, but best one yet. Mary says best one ever. Noni was laughing and enjoying herself like a 1,000,000 out of 10. Much improved production.
Hey. Oh, the newest member.
Oh boy, making her debut is my lovely girlfriend Juliana. She wants to start off first. Come on!
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Oh, okay. Well, I need the camera back on me. We need to go from the heart. All right, so she first off just says, I love you in all caps, which is awesome. I love you too. Not too, but whatever. All right, she goes, here's my official debut review. So glad the show is back. Paul, your dance moves are great, and I can officially say that I'm a proud supporter of Minch on the Street. My only request is more Seth, so we need him to keep on coming. Right. No way Justice is most alpha. That's crazy, Paul. I think you have some explaining to do about getting back with your ex. We said that was Brian, so whoever wanted to say that, whatever.
It was not
and she goes, you don't have to say this out loud, but I would just like to add that I'm genuinely so proud of all of you, and I love you guys so much. And that she loves Megan.
Bump Cam.
So we'll go with that.
There we go.
Give her some love. Give her some love. Bump Cam, maybe.
Oh, that was good right there.
All right, Kenny, go.
All right, go, Kenny.
Go. Why is Sean Dean calling me right now? Decline. Not have a mic on me, so I'm going to bring Minch over here to be on mic. Thank you, Minch. She says, it was wonderful, 10 out of 10, great entertainment, and a big fan of Minch on the Street.
Yeah, who is it? Who is it?
All right, here, scooch back in. All right, scooch back in. Scooch back in.
Bring it in, boys.
All right, boys. All right, so spring break is coming up. Sadly, we only got, what? One more no more episodes.
No more episodes for spring break.
Thank God, because I need to get out of here. Me, Paulie, Kenny, Riley, Brummer in the back. We are all going to the Outer Banks.
In Australia, baby.
Not Australia, but quickly, we are going to be doing, we haven't publicly announced it, so we're going to do it now, and it will be on the Instagram. We are going to do Oh Boy Takes on the Outer Banks. It will be a vlog-style special event. It will not take up any Oh Boy time. It will be its own new show, hopefully 30 minutes. Minch, boldest, you don't even got the regular spring break, do you?
No, I got student teaching, so I got different breaks, man. It's a tough life.
45.
Yeah.
Minch is
I don't
going
know.
home, hanging out.
Grinding Grandmaster.
All right.
All right.
No, we're really excited to be back, guys. It's going to be an awesome semester. It's going to be fantastic. Dude, it continues to be, real quick.
Mother review real quick. Minch on the Street was the best of the show.
There we
and
go.
also, gotta give a little shout out, was Ryan Hoffman's birthday on Monday.
Happy
So
birthday.
all
Happy
the boys
birthday,
who
Ryan
wish
Hoffman.
you had the greatest birthday.
So, Oh Boy continues and will forever be the greatest show on WTOP. Boys, I think that's all we got. Why don't we give them the first one of enjoy the rest of your night.
And welcome
welcome back to Season 8, Episode 2 of Stick to Sports. Hold on to your butts because we've got a loaded show for you today.
That's right, from March Madness heating up to major NFL free agency signings to the opening day of baseball. It feels like Christmas, boys. We got so much to talk about. It's the most wonderful time of the year to talk about some sports.
Let's get right into it. Roll it.
Folks, finally our new intro video, but let's get right into it. One of the best stories in college basketball this year came to a tragic end this past Saturday. Rick Pitino and St. John's fell to John Calipari and Arkansas in a heartbreaking upset in the round of 32. After such a disappointing end of the great season, Connor, I want to ask you, what were your biggest takeaways from this game and this team?
I mean, first of all, a tremendous season for the St. John's Johnnies. I mean, this was their highest seed in 25 years. They were a 2 seed, their first tournament appearance since 2019. I mean, they were nicknamed New York's team during their amazing run during the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But they really had fallen on some tough times, almost like the New York Knicks before they kind of got their new brain trust led by Tom Thibodeau. But I mean, a very unfortunate way to go out. But the fact of the matter is, when you shoot just 28% from the floor in the second round of an NCAA tournament game, you're not going to win.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I heard gunshots. No, that's just them shooting from 3. St. John's shot abysmally in this game, going 2 for 22 from 3 and 28% from the field. They even benched their star guard R.J. Lewis Jr. He got benched down the stretch because he went 3 for 17 from the floor.
Yeah, Alex,
only put up 9 points.
I just got to say, this reminded me a lot of the Oswego State Lakers in the playoffs. Just abysmal shooting beyond the arc, and even from jumpers, 2-point jumpers, just unable to do anything outside of the paint.
Yeah, no, and good for John Calipari in Arkansas. I mean, he's back in the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2019. And, you know, it's really cool to see a good, stellar coaching matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, Arkansas had a great defense. They've been turnover prone all season, and they weren't this game. They really weren't.
Absolutely.
On the topic of teams with great coaches, Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies fell short against the Florida Gators on Sunday. This snapped a 13-game win streak in the tournament that left UConn short of an illustrious three-peat, with their season coming to a disappointing close. Alex, what can you tell us about Dan Hurley and the Huskies?
Well, I mean, Dan Hurley probably should have taken the Lakers head coaching job that he was offered at the beginning of the season because, I mean, hats off to him, kudos, all jokes aside. I mean, they fell short to Florida by 2, and Florida is the #1 offensive team in the league. This snapped a 13-game tournament win streak, and that's absolutely amazing. UConn played the exact game that they wanted to heading into this matchup. They forced a good offensive team to slow down in the half court. They were physical with them. They used their size to their advantage, and it was a scrappy first half. They had the lead for a lot of the game. So all flowers off to UConn. I mean, it sucks to fall short in that three-peat, but, I mean, it was still, they put their best foot forward.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw with the Chiefs this year, you can't win 3 times. Florida really needed to, well, Florida really was great this game, but UConn fell short.
Just stopped it.
Yeah, stopped it.
Amazing offense.
I think people were bedazzled by the expectations that UConn had. Oh yeah, they had a chance to three-peat, and I think maybe that kind of showed a little bit more than what they actually were.
Big shoes to fill, for
yes.
sure. But on the flip side of this second round bout, let's talk a little bit more about the boys in the Sunshine State. The Gators staving off UConn was a tall task for any squad despite being the best offensive team in the league. So let me get your take on this, Sammy. How does this win for Florida boost their confidence heading into the Sweet 16?
Well, again, you said this. They beat the team that's had won 13 straight conference game or NCAA tournament games. That's huge. That is literally like, if I'm doing that, I feel like I'm on fire. And also, they have some great veteran presence on that team too. In Florida, really, they have Walter
Clayton Jr.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
No,
Walter Clayton Jr. was absolutely insane in the win against them. He had the dagger through to end the game, and they really have a great great program to start going forward.
Developing stars.
Developing, yes. They have a great program to develop their players into NBA superstars.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was such an evenly matched game between these two teams, and really, I think on a different day, it could have gone the other way. UConn could have walked away with the win, but I think for Florida, just that momentum of being the 1 seed, the hype behind that team. Of course, UConn, a great team with a really rich history, but I think that hype that Florida has sort of helped them to be so confident going into this game and be so confident on the court.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you mentioned Walter Clayton Jr. He scored 13 of his 23 points in the last 8 minutes of that game. I mean, talk about clutch, talk about a first-team All-American like he really is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And one more thing, I mean, this gives them momentum. I believe 23% of the bracket population is on Florida to win. A lot of brackets would have gotten busted very early in this.
Absolutely. Moving on to other contending squads, the Duke Blue Devils have looked dominant in the first 2 rounds of the tourney. Duke defeated Baylor by 23 on Sunday, led by their top prospect, Cooper Flagg, and star guard Tyrese Proctor. Mike, let's go down the other end of the table and hear your thoughts about the Blue Devils' destruction we've seen so far.
Yeah, Sammy, whoa.
Sammy.
It's been a long day. I really think that Cooper Flagg is a generational talent. One of the best basketball players, if not the best complete basketball player that we have seen come out of college ever. Of course, LeBron James.
Yeah, so hey, LeBron.
College. I think he has the potential to be as good, if not better, than LeBron James by the end of his basketball career.
Let's watch that take. Age.
Yeah.
Might
Just
spoil
wait.
it.
LeBron! Just wait. You heard it here first on Stick to Sports.
Mike, you mentioned Cooper Flagg, but I actually kind of want to talk about Duke's junior guard, Tyrese Proctor. He put up a career-high 7 3-pointers. He was 7 for 8 from 3. And this is his 3rd straight game registering at least 6 threes. And what's so amazing about this, he's getting hot at the right time, but going into the ACC Conference Tournament right before March Madness, he was 0 for 10 from 3 in the first 2 games. I mean, talk about flipping the switch, Alex.
Absolutely. You get in the hot hand at the right moment. One cool stat that I read was the Blue Devils have now won their first 2 games of this NCAA tournament by a combined 67 points, and that's tied for the 8th largest margin through 2 games in tournament history. I mean, absolutely dominant stuff. There's a reason why they're the favorites.
Absolutely. I mean, I actually had the pleasure of watching Duke play in Syracuse, and that was the most...
wipe the floor.
Yeah, literally, it was gross what they did. It must have been illegal.
Well, folks, we've got to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll get into everything you need to know about the NFL offseason right here on Stick to Sports. Don't go anywhere.
I didn't know we were...
La 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 la.
Free.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
And welcome back to Stick to Sports.
And folks, after 2 seasons of contract talks, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase finally got their payday. The Bengals front office shelled out a whooping $276 million for the pair. Jamar Chase is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL, making just over $161 million, with T. Higgins now the highest paid wide receiver too in the league, making $115 million. Sammy, what are your thoughts on these contracts, and do you think the Bengals waited too long to give them a payday?
Absolutely, they waited way too long. I mean, I do think it's kind of Jamar Chase's fault. I think he realized that if the longer he waited, the more the market gets reset. Max Crosby. And he did wait, and he fortunately got it. I think the Bengals shot themselves right in the foot. I think they could have tagged T. Higgins and maybe traded him so they didn't have to pay $115 million. I get he's great, but you have the Triple Crown winner. I really don't think you're going to need, your wide receiver. I mean, I shouldn't be saying that. Your wide receiver too. But really, the Bengals don't have any defense, and they can't sign anybody until 2030. They're going to have to draft perfectly in the draft, or they're going to draft perfecally for defensive picks.
And there's still, like you said, the Triple Crown winner, Trey Hendrickson. His contract standoff continues. I mean, they got both Triple Crown winners.
They do. They do.
But Trey Hendrickson, their star edge rusher.
They lost Sam Hubbard, too.
Yeah, Sam Hubbard, retired other edge rusher. This standoff continues. There are big questions, like you said, heading on defense. What these extensions showed for me, though, is that T. Higgins and Jamar Chase continuously express their gratitude to quarterback Joe Burrow. A big reason for them re-signing is because of Joe Burrow's leadership and him pushing for him wanting his top 2 weapons on offense.
Absolutely. Saquon Barkley called it. The New York Football Giants have signed famous Jameis Winston on a 2-year, $8 million contract. The Giants had trouble throwing the ball downfield last year, and we know famous Jameis can launch the pigskin, but it's yet to be seen if he can solve his turnover issues. Connor, I wanted to come to you. What's your thoughts on the signing, and do you think the Giants still draft Shedeur with the 3rd overall pick?
Well, I mean, Sammy, I am beyond thrilled as a Giants fan that we finally can push the ball downfield and maybe score more than 20 points a game and not get all of them off of field goals. I mean, Jameis, he's the definition of a gunslinger quarterback. He lives by the long ball. He dies by the long ball. I mean, in his 7 games with the Cleveland Browns last season, he had 13 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. I mean, that's what you sign up for. But he did throw for 330 yards a game, which is something that the Giants have not had since Eli Manning retired. I mean, let's all be so for real. The 1 year that Daniel Jones was good in 2022, it was with smoke and mirrors, and it was the Saquon Barkley show.
Yeah, Connor, certainly an upgrade from Daniel Jones, an upgrade from Tommy Cutlets. But I think this is going to really excel not only Jameis's game, but Malik Neighbors' game. I think he is going to have a monster season
100%.
here. Absolutely, and that gives them more flexibility in the offseason and in the draft to not have to maybe reach for a quarterback in this weaker draft. Now they can look for weapons. Now you can look for Travis Hunter at 3, pair him with Malik Neighbors, or put him on defense. The sky's the limit for them in MetLife.
An Ohio State reunion in New York. The Jets have signed Justin Fields to pair with Garrett Wilson. Fields is coming off of a solid year with the Steelers, throwing for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns before getting benched after just 6 weeks for Russell Wilson. Alex, how do you feel about the signing? And do you think Aaron Glenn and Fields can have a stable future together in New York?
It's hard to say, Connor. I mean, a stable future in the NFL, let's be real. Not a lot of people have crazy stable futures unless you are a proven winner, unless you've been here before. What I see as a Jets fan, I'm happy with the signing. I'm not over the moon. It's Justin Fields. It's not somebody crazy, but he is a solid bridge QB. They signed him for 2 years, $40 million with 30 guaranteed. And how I see it is if he balls out and he fits well in this Jets system, this season is a good test year. Extend him if he does really well next year. If he underperforms next year and, his turnover rates continue, his fumble rates, you draft a QB in 2026, you're not giving him all that guaranteed money. It's a solid bridge QB option. I'm not mad at it, I meant to say.
I feel like I'm getting deja vu with a very defensive-minded coach and a very new, young quarterback in New York. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but I think that this is a great signing. I'm kind of mad he didn't come to my Raiders, but again, I'll take literally anything. I got Geno, but I really think the Jets are gonna be solid. I don't want to say great because they have to deal with the Buffalo Bills 2 times a year. But still, I mean, they have a chance to be second in the division and make the playoffs, hopefully.
Yeah, Sammy, and I completely agree with you. I think this is a phenomenal signing for the New York Jets. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong, of course, now that I've said that, I'm sure it will.
God, dude.
But it leaves up in the air what will happen to Aaron Rodgers. Of course, still a free agent, still hasn't been signed by any NFL team, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out as the rest of this offseason goes on.
Well, I think he'll become a Steeler, but one thing I just want to point out really quickly is that Fields is 26 compared to his predecessor, Aaron Rodgers, who was 41. I mean, the second anyone got through those 5 guys on the offensive line, Rodgers was a sitting duck. I like the mobility of Fields.
Yeah, and it gives us a mobile QB, which we have not had in years. But when we return, it's time for the fast break. Today, Sammy's bringing us some burning questions that'll leave us stumped. Or will it? Find out after the break.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
And welcome back to Stick to Sports. We're going to put it into 5th gear and head on over to the fast break. We start in the world of college basketball, which saw one surprise conference stake its claim over the entire tournament. The SEC sent an unheard of 14 teams to the tournament, and an astonishing 7 of those teams have made it to the first weekend and are now on to the Sweet 16. How has the rise of NIL led to new conference dominating college hoops? Connor, what's led to the sudden surge of SEC teams?
Well, Sammy, you certainly mentioned NIL, and one of these really big circumstances surrounding it is that the SEC is just absolutely loaded when it comes to cash. And I mean, the fact of the matter is they're already used to throwing, let's say, $5 million at the top quarterback just so he could go to their school. But now they're taking those $5 million, and that $5 million, which in football was only spent on one player, can now be spent to field a whole team of blue chip prospects. And I think that's why you saw an astonishing 14 teams from that conference not only make it, but also an amazing 7 of them, half of them, won both of their games and are now dancing in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, no, and Connor, not to pull behind the curtain, but before the show, we were looking at the history of how the SEC has evolved over the years, and just dating back 12 years ago in 2013, there was a change of management and a new commissioner come in to manage SEC basketball, and they basically said, the names are escaping me, but they basically said, look, we have the resources, we have the money, we have the coaching. Why can't we make SEC basketball dominant again? There's absolutely no reason for it. So they took matters into their own hand, they controlled their own business model, and 12 years later, it's finally paying off. Yeah, and I think NIL is also really important for incentivizing being a student athlete. I mean, being able to go and play the sport you love in college and make money while you're doing it, that's something that has just recently come up, and I know that all the players, all the student athletes love to be a part of it. Absolutely.
100%. From the college ranks to the pros we go, as the New York Knicks have been without their star point guard, Jalen Brunson, for the past 2 weeks. The Knicks are 4-4 without their star man and are trying desperately to hold on to the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Alex, how has Brunson's injury affected the Knicks?
Oh, it's been terrible for the Knicks. It's been absolutely terrible. He's missed 8 games, and when Brunson's not with the team, you can almost feel a part of the Knicks' spirit just start to crumble. I mean, it has been good. It's been a good test to show who is going to be that true number 2 option come playoff time. We thought it was Karl Anthony Towns. He's had his fair share of inconsistency and struggles. Mikal Bridges has been the one who has stepped up in this time away from Brunson, averaging 21.7 points on great efficiency, great shooting numbers. This is an opportunity for Tom Thibodeau to smooth out the kinks of this offense and kind of learn how he's going to compete with top seeds like the Celtics and Cavs who look unstoppable. Like, absolutely.
Certainly, and you mentioned him trying to figure out who the second option is going to be on this team, but I also want to take this chance and really show how Tom Thibodeau should use this as an opportunity to figure out who's going to come off of his bench. I mean, with an injury to Deuce McBride in the Knicks last game, Tyler Kolek played 18 minutes, which is, he's a rookie, by the way, unheard of in any Tom Thibodeau system. I mean, this is a guy who's used to only going like 3 or 4 deep off the bench. He'll really only even go 5 when he really has to, unless he loves who he's bringing off the bench. The starters are playing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, and I just want to say I really miss Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, my God.
Not the most consistent player on the court, but when he was hot, oh, my goodness, he was hot for the New York Knicks. It's been a roller coaster of a season so far for them, ups, downs, highs, lows, and I'm really interested to see how they're going to close out the season, how they're going to make that postseason run. But honestly, I just don't see them making it to the finals this year.
Hey, we'll see how it all pans out.
I'm really mad about the DiVincenzo trade because I got a signed jersey from him the week before he got traded. That's all I'm going to say. Switching over from the court to the ice, the NHL trade deadline has come and gone, and boy oh boy was it a doozy. With teams all across the league making moves, Connor, who stood out to you as your 2025 deadline winners?
Well, I mean, it's got to be the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers. I mean, they recently acquired the captain of the Boston Bruins, Brad Marchand, who looked like he was going to spend his entire career as a Bruin, and then, I mean, the Bruins organization just lowballed him on what would probably be his final contract and said, get the heck out of here. I mean, but you look at that first line of Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Bennett, Brad Marchand, they're calling it the rat line down there in Florida. I mean, they're going to be throwing those fake rats on the ice as soon as him or Tkachuk score. I mean, this is a team that already forechecks well, that already has really good size in their forwards, and they've already just added to that depth. And not to mention, Brad Marchand, he's a Stanley Cup champion. He's been there, he's done that. I like the Panthers.
The reigning champs are going to be scary, Connor, for sure. For my trade deadline winner, I had one of their competitors. I had the Toronto Maple Leafs. So GM Brad Treveling targeted what the Leafs haven't had on their squad in a minute, a rugged third-line center in Scott Loughton, who will complement Austin Matthews and John Tavares up the middle. And they also signed a bruising stay-at-home defenseman in Brandon Carlo to give Toronto its best top 4 rotation it's had in a minute. They gave up a big haul for it, giving away 3 young skaters and 2 first-round picks. But the time is now for the Maple Leafs. They have to be competitive.
Yeah, fellas, and plain and simple, I think it was the Dallas Stars. I mean, only one name I need to say, Mikko Rantanen coming in.
Throwback.
He's going to be absolutely huge for that team. Didn't really fit in too well with the Canes, but I think he's going to do a great job fitting into this Dallas system, and it's going to be a really phenomenal season for them. And we got to take one more break here on Stick to Sports, but don't go anywhere, because when we get back, it's extra innings, and we'll give our picks for the MLB division winners.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
And welcome back to Stick to Sports. It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Extra Innings. We start in the two most competitive divisions in all of baseball. The AL and the NL East look like absolute bloodbaths this year, with 3 teams in each division believing that their team is the one that could come out on top. Alex, who do you got coming out?
As much as it pains me to say it, I have the Orioles taking the AL East. I think those young bats in Gunnar Henderson and Rutschman are going to absolutely shine. Over in the NL East, I have the Braves. I think everything went wrong for the Braves offensively last year. Acuna's coming back from injury. Give me the Orioles and the Braves in the East.
I said give me the Yankees and the Mets. Somehow New York teams always manage to make their way to being one of the best in the league.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be New York all the way. Yankees and Mets, Subway Series, World Series.
Yep.
I've got the Yanks for the AL East. I know they've got holes on their team right now, but I think come trade deadline, they'll fill that hole at third base and add to that rotation. And in terms of the NL East, I have the Phillies. That lineup is stacked, and they have the best rotation in the National League.
We shall see. Delusion, my friend. But from the East to the Central, we go with both divisions seemingly wide open this year for every team not named the Chicago White Sox. Sammy, who do you got?
Give me the Royals and the Brewers. I believe Patrick Mahomes' black magic because he is an owner of the team. He is an owner of the team. It will carry over from football into baseball. It is a multi-sport thing. I'm telling you, the Brewers look good. That's why I chose them.
Sammy, I completely agree with you. Not on the black magic. I don't think that's going to be a big part of it, but I have the Royals and the Brewers as well. I just think those are the two best teams, and of course there's some competitors in there, but I really think they're going to take the cake.
For the AL Central, I've got the Tigers. I think the dominant two-headed monster of Tarek Skubal and Jack Flaherty is going to be too much for the NL Central teams to handle. They'll also have Jackson Jobe looking to potentially be an NL Rookie of the Year candidate as the number 3 starter. In terms of the NL Central, I got the Brewers. I mean, they're basically the Tampa Bay Rays of the National League. I know they lost David Stern to the Mets, but that brain trust is still there.
Yeah, I mean, the AL Central was one of the hardest divisions I had to pick from. I chose the Royals. I think key signings, they retained most of their guys from last year, and they made a deep playoff run. Or they got eliminated first round. But they signed Jonathan India from the Reds. He'll be a really good second baseman next to Witt. In the NL Central, I have the Cubs. I think there's a lot of potential for the young bats like Pete Crow Armstrong or even guys like Nico Herner to take a step. And I think that the Cubs will be just fine in a wide open division.
Finally, we head out west to the land of champions. Mike, who do you have coming out of these extremely top-heavy divisions?
Well, Sammy, we saw a video quickly there. That's not what we're going to be talking about. In the West, I've got the Texas Rangers and the Padres. Rangers, I think, are kind of a right-in. I think there's without a doubt Rangers are going to win. Padres, I know none of you think the Padres are going to do it. None of you think the Dodgers can be topped. Nope. But I am the biggest hater of Shohei Ohtani of all time. I'm your biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. So give me the Padres winning it.
Will Kendrick, huh?
I like the Rangers in terms of the AL West. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that division with the kind of the end of the Houston Astros dynasty, I mean, it kind of just looks like they're just going into a slight quiet rebuild. I like the Rangers with DeGrom and their revamped bullpen. And out West, I like the Dodgers. They have more money than anyone else in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on the AL West. With the Rangers, they have guys who are experienced, Nathan Eovaldi. They have guys who have been here before. I'm not high on the Astros this year in that division. Getting rid of Bregman for Paredes and signing Christian Walker. Don't like it as much. NL West, I mean, Dodgers, what else do we have to say? They're the most dominant team in baseball.
Absolutely, and speaking about the Dodgers, Shohei just got his Fortnite skin. So he's playing for that right now.
No.
Again, Shohei Ohtani is the best player in the league. I love
Fade to
watching him
black.
play. and Rangers, they're all right, I guess. They look good.
They're all right,
They
yeah.
look pretty cool.
Past champions right there. But
Go Yankees.
All right.
Go Yankees.
Yeah,
Go Yankees.
absolutely.
You
We
heard it
spread our
here.
propaganda. But that's all the time we have on this episode of Stick to Sports. Be sure to tune in next week right here.
Hey, how are you? You want to chat? Well, you're in luck. The Mick and Nick show is about to start. Oh, Nick! The Mick and Nick show is starting.
Oh, wait, let's go then.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Mick and Nick Show. It's great to have you join us. Nick, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to be playing some Would You Rather, dive deep into our feelings in real talk, and psychologically torture our guests with...
Secret coming up later.
Okay.
All right. So right now, we're going to play, just a simple game of Would You Rather. Alrighty. Okay, first question. Would you rather eat pasta or pizza for the rest of your life?
That's really hard, as an Italian. I gotta say, I do love both. There's definitely differences as well, where it's like, you can have anything on the pasta, you can have anything with pizza. But I would have to go with pizza just because I do love pizza. I've had pizza like for dinner last night and the night before, so that speaks volume. I could do it again tonight if I really wanted to, but I probably shouldn't.
I would choose pasta just because you can do so many things with it, and like it's not too weird. So, like you can make mac and cheese, you can make carbonara, you can add so many things as long as it has sauce and veggies and meat. You can have the whole food group in there. So
No, exactly.
That's why I say pasta. Sometimes pizza. I could see what you can do with pizza, but like if you put pineapple on there, I'm not your friend
No,
anymore.
exactly. Like I don't like
anymore.
pineapple on pizza either.
So you can't put fruit on your pizza.
I mean, you're right, but you can't put fruit in your salad, your pasta. Yeah, so.
I guess.
Let's go to the next one. Would you rather live in the ocean or in space for 10 years?
Yeah, that's a hard one because both are extremely terrifying.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would say like probably the ocean, just because like give it like the whole like Aquaman vibes or something. Maybe I'll like find like Atlantis or something.
I would do the ocean too, just because like at least there's stuff in the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what's in it, but like we at least know that things in it exist. With space,
Also, it's like limited. With space, it's like infinite.
Literally infinite. It's like just a void. Yeah. And like I don't know, in both instances, like physically you'll probably change quite a lot because there's no like set like gravity. But I feel like if you're in the ocean, you'd also get like really strong.
I feel like you get strong, but also you get like maybe taller in a sense, or maybe sometimes like if you depending on like the pressure, you could also get to shrink a little bit, which for your case, that might be a little unfortunate.
Wow. Of course, we had to throw a short joke in there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, would you rather always have to run or walk to your destination?
Ooh.
Like even like you can't take any sort of transportation.
I would say walk. Wait, no transportation?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say walk. Because I feel like running would be really awkward. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're going to class and then you just see someone bolting. Like Usain Bolt. Like I could make a profession. I would say actually no running, because I could make a profession out of it.
I guess. Well, yeah, okay.
You know how the calves I would have from
well,
running
same
everywhere?
with walking.
But the running.
Well,
you save
well,
time.
here's my opinion. Walking, because you can like you have more stamina with walking. With running, you get tired super fast. But with walking, you can walk slowly, or you can walk a little bit fast, not sprinting.
Well, I guess then the
but
question
just like fast
is,
walking.
would it be
would
like would you be able to walk like fast like all the time, or would you have to take breaks? If you would have to take breaks, then walking makes more sense.
I would walk as slow or fast as I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Next one, we'll do one more.
Yeah.
Would you not eat ice cream or chips for the rest of your life? I would say ice cream because I love chips. I love like my good old sea salt, and pepper.
I don't know. I'm a sweet person, so I would not eat chips for the rest of my life.
I get you.
Yeah.
So this week on WTOP, May started off with some fashion memes. So unless you live under a rock, you probably know that the Met Gala happened on May 1st. The theme this year was Karl Lagerfeld, A Line of Beauty, which is a tribute to the designer most of us have never really heard before. I usually roast the Met Gala outfits with my friends, but in finals I haven't been able to really do that. But it hasn't stopped me from noticing two stars who have made headlines recently. The first one being the amazing Doja Cat, who dressed up like Lagerfeld's famous cat, Chopette, who is definitely famous now thanks to Doja. As seen in the photo, Doja is wearing cat prosthetics and a white dress that resembles the fur of the cat. In one of her interviews, all she did was meow, which in my opinion is hilarious and on brand for her. The other star who stole my heart is Blackpink's Jennie Kim. You know how much I love K-pop. Seeing Jennie at an event like this is insane. Her appearance adds her to the handful of K-pop musicians who have went to this event, like Jackson Wang, CL, and the good old Gangnam Style Psy.
Nice. And in other news, a 40-pound shelter cat from Virginia found its forever home with homeowner Kay Ford. According to Rack Foundation, the shelter that the cat is from originally weighed 42 pounds when he went in. I mean, just look at this chonker.
Adorable.
He's so big. Oh gosh. And yes, he is most definitely on a diet to lose the weight. Luckily, Patches, that's the name of the cat, is still able to walk, but it takes a bit of encouragement to do so. Kay Ford, who adopted the cat, has set up a Facebook page for anyone to follow Patches' weight loss journey, titled Patches' Journey. And the page has now amassed 5,000 followers.
Oh, I know they're going to get another one after this. Coming up, we'll dive deep into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned, because it's about to get real.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should we
told me it was
tell him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
So today we are joined by our friends Cat Speed and Kenzie Shields. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself, such as your majors, interests, and clubs you're a part of?
Do you want to go first? Hi, I'm Kenzie. I am a journalism and music major. I'm a junior here, and I'm also an RA in Cayuga Hall.
My name is Kat Speed. I am a communication major with a minor in mathematics. I am a part of Vocal Effect. I'm an RA in Fennell. And yeah, I love singing.
Oh, it's great to have you guys on here. So let's get on with the disclaimers. And so heavy topics such as trauma and deep emotions will be discussed in this segment of the show. Some topics may be easily triggering and may be hard to listen to. The answers to the questions of the day pertain to our experiences only. Please listen to our experiences with an open mind and leave your judgments behind. This is a safe space.
We find it very important to delve into these topics because we want to spread awareness about the importance of healing and mental health. We are not licensed therapists nor studying to be ones. Therefore, if you feel called to ask for professional help, please visit the Mary Walker Health Center on campus to speak with a counselor. You're never alone. So, the question of the day is, how do you help people in need?
Yep, and today we're gonna, in honor of our RA guest, we're gonna be making door decks. Yay! Does anyone want to say anything first about the question?
So I think just like helping people in need, like it's very like situational. Like I think, I mean, you're gonna run into so many things that maybe you'll expect and maybe you won't expect. But you know, it's about how do you like handle those things. And I feel like I'm somebody who's like very like on for it, like all the time. Like I'm like ready for it. But like, you know, that's not the case for everybody. So I think just, being open to that and, kind of being open to anything that comes through the door, like, is just really, really essential for that kind of, especially, like, helping anybody, because I think you would want somebody to be helpful and open to you when you come to them about something.
Yeah, I try to also, like you said, like be open and be honest. And, sometimes there'd be days when I just really, I'm not in the right headspace to be able to listen to someone.
Yeah.
So, like, it's important for me to, like, kind of evaluate myself before, like, diving right in. But I always, try to be that friend that's always there to listen. Or, like, I had this, like, bad habit of always giving unsolicited advice. But I've been working on just listening and, like, and validating. And because I do that with others, I'm starting to also do that with myself, Yeah.
It's kind of like the same way where it's like, sorry. Usually I do want to try and, like, help out my friends. I like listening. I like, I do like giving advice when they ask it and when it's warranted. But what's kind of important also is just kind of just being there for them, I realize. Especially, like, if I can give my own experiences, like how we do with the show, if I can give my own experiences to them and help them out in a way, then I'm totally fine with doing that. But also just kind of just being there for them. And something that I'd like to do recently is also check in on them afterwards, especially, like, if it's something really serious. I want to make sure that they're okay and, like, they're doing good and, just, all the little worries in life.
Right. I think, Kat, what you said about, like, sometimes you expect it and sometimes you don't. I think, for me, the biggest test comes when I don't expect it. When I'm on call, when I have the on-call phone, I expect it to maybe ring at 3 a.m. at night, and I'm ready for that, and I feel emotionally prepared for that. But there are also moments where, like, someone might knock on my door, and I might not be emotionally prepared to deal with that incident. One time, someone knocked on my door when I literally had COVID. Did not know that at the time. I had tested negative that night, so I wasn't in quarantine or anything.
Gotcha.
But I was really, really sick, and I still had to do my job and respond. And I think that's one of the moments that I think of when I think of, like, helping someone. And it was okay in that moment to hand things off and get help from other people. But at the end of the day, everyone needed to get taken care of. So.
Right. Yeah, and being in, like, a position of authority or where your job is, you have to be on call for a set amount of time is can be pretty taxing, and, like, especially if I feel like in another life I would have become an RA if I felt like it, because I try to be very personal and I care about people, but, like, if I ever had the on-call phone, I'd probably be, like, really anxious that, I don't know, a toilet is gonna break.
Oh, God.
And it happens.
Yeah, you never, like, I mean, sometimes there's, like, pretty routine things that'll happen, especially, like, dependent on, like, what building you live in. Like, that's what the phone is usually called for, like, some things. But sometimes you'll just get that call that you're just like, it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, and you're like, okay, now I gotta be up for this and, like, be ready for it. And, I think that's, like, the hardest thing, especially, like, right when you're, like, getting out of a sleep. Like, having to be ready to do that is insane.
I would be
I'm so sorry.
I would
It's
be
fine.
so disoriented.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, how, I guess, when or if you got a call like that, how does your brain go, like, just automatically switch to, like, RA mode?
Yeah. For me, I have a, like, get it done kind of mode. And even if, like, it's a very emotionally tense or stressful situation, I will go into this, like, get it done crisis kind of mode. And then I'll go cry about it for, like, an hour after. But, like, in the moment, you just gotta get it done some days. And that can be really hard when you're out of bandwidth.
And I think, like, just, like, something happens where, like, everything else that could be going on in your head or, like your whole life that's going on, it's like, oh, everything shuts off for this right now. Like, my mind is solely focused on that, and it has to be focused on the other person. So anything that you were concerned about in that moment kind of all just kind of goes away for that moment. Because in that moment in time, you're not thinking about yourself anymore as the RA. You're thinking about the person you're trying to really help.
Right.
In that moment.
That's something I always like commemorate like RAs, because like over like the couple of years like you go to Oswego, you definitely get to know a couple of RAs.
Yeah.
And it's just always like kind of like that selflessness and also being able to like deal with that situation. I always have to like get like a, I don't know, like not like a golf cap or something, but like it's just something I look up to, and I wish I could like kind of do that, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot for a person to do that.
Right. And I was in a similar situation like that where I had to like kind of take action, right? And in that moment, like you guys were saying, you kind of go into like this survival instinct, because if no one does anything, things are gonna go bad like really fast. And so like that day that happened, I was like, okay. And then at night, that's when all the emotions came, and it's like, and I mean, it's kind of like a balance kind of thing, because in the moment you're doing stuff that's helping the situation, but but also not being able to process anything until afterwards.
Yeah, and I think that like weird thing is like, I mean, they've been doing really, especially like for RAs, they've been doing a lot to like kind of help RAs who kind of have to deal with those situations, like how they get helped after the fact. You know, they've been doing a lot, I feel like, through counseling services to really help the RSS now. But I think for a long time it also felt like, well, we just handled all these situations, like now, like who are the people we go to? And it sounds like silly, but sometimes it could feel like really hard to like find somebody. And I think this semester they really kind of pushed and realized that you know, the RAs really need kind of somebody, you know, to kind of like almost like fall back on and be able to have those conversations.
And I completely agree with that. Like it's
Might be past that. Thank you.
Secondary trauma is a thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
When you like listen to other people constantly, it's valid for you to like express how it made you feel. Like we're not robots.
Yeah.
And some of the things like that you're naturally going to see in a place where there's hundreds of people living, like it's just going to happen. And I feel like Res Life does look out for us in that regard, which I'm very thankful for.
And like I think it's also just like and what I've been able to do, like especially like with my residents, is like, and they understand is like I am like a human too, you know, and that like, you know, like things I like, and I try to be really transparent as much as I can be without, you know, like maybe crossing like a boundary, but like it's like I try to be open with them and be like, yeah, I am a student as well, and I do handle, you know, similar struggles that you do, and you know, so I think they understand also, you know, kind of when, you know, you need that break, and like kind of like they have an understanding, because it's like, yeah, I'm a student too, yeah, I understand, and I get all that.
It's like, it's the last week of the semester, or classes at least. Like, I missed a couple emails this week. Like, it's just something that's going to happen. And so I always really appreciate that, as well as that people are understanding, both residents and my higher-ups.
Yeah. I'm glad that we could have you guys as RAs. From living down the hall, I knew like,
oh my god, I know,
it would be great. All right, so let's move on to our songs of the week.
So I'll start off. So my song of the week is "Knock" by Lee Chaeyoung. It's a nice little, you know, K-pop song. Cause, you know, I love K-pop. It came out, I think, a week or two ago. So it's nice. What about Michelle?
My song of the week is called "Sunflower" by Shannon Purser. It's from a movie called Sierra Burgess' Loser. It's not a good movie, but I don't know. It's a guilty pleasure. I sometimes go to it every now and then. And Kenzie?
So my song of the week is "Sparks Fly" by Taylor Swift. It's from my favorite Taylor Swift album, Speak Now, which I got to see on tour when I was like 10 years old. So it's always been my comfort album, and so in busy times like this, I always go back to it.
And last but not least,
so my song of the week is "Dancing Dead" by Avenged Sevenfold. They like very like rock band, like, you know, and I love that song. I actually really love that whole album. I think it's like one of my favorites they've made, but they didn't really like promote it that much, but I love it. And there's like this one guitar part in it that I feel like I could just like skip over everything and go to that one part and be happy. Like,
awesome.
I love that.
Alrighty, so coming up, we're gonna mess with their minds with Guess What's in the Box.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. Kevin, I need that back. No. Kevin!
So, welcome back to the Mick and Nick Show. After those hard topics, let's wind down with some fun games. Today we are playing...
Guess what's in the box. You guys can face forward.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna alternate between them. We're gonna Nick and I are gonna put a object on the table that they can't see, and they have to guess what it is. Alrighty. So Kat, you're going first.
Okay.
I'll start it off easy.
Okay. Wait. Just let me know when I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, be very gentle.
Very gentle?
Yeah, okay, you can put your, you can open your eyes.
Okay. Oh my god, I think I know what it is.
Started off easy for you.
I was gonna say, is it a Joy-Con?
Yes, it is! It's a Joy-Con!
Yeah! Specifically a left one.
You're right! Okay,
that's
impressive. Kenzie's next.
Kenzie,
My eyes
okay.
are closed.
Oh, wait, why am I looking away? I'm like,
The object is... Ooh, okay, I'm putting it in.
All right. Kenzie.
You're not.
This is so nerve-wracking for no reason. What? I've got nothing. There's this weird hole right here.
I would never.
Feels like it
I'll give you like a small hint. It's like a miniature item of something that you would know of.
a miniature item of something that I would know of. Oh my gosh, I got nothing. It feels so.
Okay.
Alrighty, shall we give it to you?
No clue. You're gonna. Oh my gosh, I saw it through the thing.
It's a little trombone.
Is that a kazoo?
It is a kazoo.
Oh my god.
That is excuse me, is this hole in the back?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Without that, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait, I'll close my eyes.
Okay.
It's covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You're next. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kat.
Okay. What is this? It feels like a flower. Like a little miniature.
Maybe.
A miniature flower? Wait. Oh my god.
Do you want a hint?
Okay.
How would you hint this?
It's an animal, but from a video game.
An animal, like a...
An animal from a video game that you play.
Like Pokemon?
No.
Oh, Minecraft?
Yeah, that's from Minecraft.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, you almost got it.
Is it a... What is this? I have no idea. It feels like a fish.
I mean,
Is it?
It's not.
Oh.
Technically. Well, we have our expert.
Technically amphibians, I believe.
Is it the axolotl?
Yes, it is. Ah, pull it out. Look how cute that
Oh my
is.
Oh my gosh. I was like, and I was like, maybe they would say that for Kenzie.
Next item.
Okay.
I'm like, I want to cover my eyes too.
I know, because I know, and I have to look the other direction because you can see through the felt.
It's fine. It's fine. We
No.
We struggle.
We got it.
Yeah. We gotta release it from its tank.
Yeah.
Don't even say that to me right now.
Okay.
If I put my hand in there and there's
You're
a
all good.
spider, that's it. I quit.
No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh no, we would not.
I know,
No.
I'm kidding.
It's kind of funny though.
For you, maybe, Kat. Ramen. It's ramen.
Yeah. Okay, I'm really surprised.
Good old
Uncooked
college
ramen.
staple.
I feel like the
Wait,
waves.
this feels like a competition to me.
It does. Everything's
All right.
Gotta beat Kenzie Shield.
You never will.
Okay. Let me just get it settled.
Settled?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good now. You just gotta be careful. It might fall. Might move. Go
Oh.
ahead. Yeah.
Am I good?
You're all
Yeah,
set.
you're good.
Oh, I don't like the feeling of that. Oh, are they just rubber bands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a whole pile of these.
I was like, wait, I don't like that. And then I was like, wait.
I'm like, hold up. Wait a
Alrighty.
minute. Okay. Our last item.
Is that the last one?
That is the last.